Hey everyone, welcome to episode 73 of the Unity Gaming Podcast. It is Wednesday, July 10th, and I'm Riccio.
I'm Dan.
I'm Somppi.
And I'm Kumar.
Oh, I was hoping that Skype wasn't. And I'm Whoop Whip.
Here with Whoop Whip today.
Bap.
Bam.
So what do you guys been playing this week and stuff and things?
The new Sony PlayStation Vita.
The new?
The new? Oh, right.
Yeah.
They released a new model, right, Dan?
Yeah, I have an exclusive version of it right here.
That's fantastic.
Dan, that looks like rubber grips.
That is what it is.
It is rubber grips.
Is that proved the
and
comfortability
a battery pack,
and
right?
the battery? It has doubled the battery. I don't know.
Battery?
Dan, you really did not sell that properly.
It's got some sort of shit.
As you can see, I have not charged it yet since the light is totally off.
My thoughts on that after touching it about 5 seconds ago. I don't like the dusty hand grips.
Well, you make it feel like it's wet.
Maybe it's because of my wet hands on my...
It's what a brand new controller feels like.
Yeah, I guess so.
So you have to wear it down.
Doesn't look like you've had a brand new controller for years.
No, I
have 8 Xbox controllers because I used to buy one every few months just to have a new one.
Really? Seriously?
I know I have 3.
That's why I have like a bunch of different colors and stuff.
I think I have
that
3
makes
white
sense, yeah.
ones, a red one, that gray one, and that black one.
I have 2.
Devin, get on
Both
our
are
level.
like the white ones.
Get on our level, Devin. You gotta have like more than can go on.
Well,
a console.
whenever a new big multiplayer game came out, so I think once a year I bought a new controller because
Okay.
I got one when the new Call of Duty or Halo came out. Like that's pretty.
You know
Not like in the same like couple month span, but
You know what my deciding factor is? Usually that like, oh, I'm gonna just put the controller down. Oh, my dude's walking to the left. Time to go get another one. Because I
Wait,
remember.
Dan, do you get like the special branded ones for every time there's like a big AAA title?
no. I just buy a new one. It's
okay.
Like the
It's a
most
serious
recent one I've
addiction.
bought is the silver monochrome special edition one.
Twisty one.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
One of 2 versions that has a twisty D-pad.
That sounds
I
actually a
have
lot
the,
better. One of
I have the
2
black ones like that.
versions.
But that one I've used, like, the only time I don't use it is when I'm playing on PC. Because I have the wired one.
I was thinking about
Actually,
this.
that's the last controller I bought.
I was thinking about this.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You bought that from Kumar, didn't
Yeah.
you?
Oh. I was thinking about this the other day. You know, the Xbox One's gonna have that swanky new controller that's probably gonna work on Windows and all that stuff.
Oh, is it? Are you
I hope-
confirming
I
this right
fucking
now?
hope so.
Is it
Exclusive?
confirmed?
I would like to know because wired one clearly is just gonna work, right? If there is a wired one,
There's not going to be a
there's
wire.
no wired one.
I can
Fucking shit.
guarantee you that.
Well, I
Well,
really.
no, they've said that you can just, it's micro USB. You just,
It's micro USB.
Yep.
That's all I want to know. But then
They're-
how,
they're-
what-
that's
what-
like, we talked about that on this
Yeah, but what
podcast.
I'm wondering then
You're
is my
drunk.
question was for the dongle. I wonder if you have to buy another dongle.
No, you'll probably just plug it in through USB.
But I mean, if that's wired, that's gross.
You sit a foot from your computer.
Yeah, but the tangle's on the knees, and then I turn and spin a lot, and it rips it out, and then I hurt my
Hey,
hands.
I'm
with
going to fucking blow your mind. You have a USB extension sitting right behind your computer.
You want to know
Yeah.
Why not, instead of using any USB port on your PC,
But
why
I'm-
don't you get like an 8-port hub for right there under
Yeah,
your
no,
monitor?
You
but
wanna
then
know what else is
my
magical?
hands, it'll strangle me. Like I don't know, like whenever I like to spin around my
here's
head.
the other thing,
with the
Riccio.
controller. Like,
Why
I kinda-
don't you just use the controller you have?
Well, it's because that one doesn't have like the car. What did they say? Like Mercedes Benz finish or whatever the fuck on the controller.
What the fuck are you talking
Did
about?
they have like the grips are like from
The
some
grips
car
are like
interior
diamond
carbon- I don't
coated,
know.
and sometimes when you touch it,
It would be
will
branded
randomly
like fuck
fire.
if
Yeah,
it was
no,
actually from a car.
Mercedes.
This controller is actually from car metal. But yeah, no. I don't know.
Hello, Tokyo.
I might have gone out and bought one of those new gold ones.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah, that's because they've got the transforming D-pads as well.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And the kind of the little thing
Oh.
that holds the battery pack in on
Yeah.
my silver one is like cracked.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't sound fun.
Well, because I don't use official battery packs, I use these like weird charger ones, and they're just a little bit too big.
A millimeter
So-
too big to not quite fit
Yeah,
in
so
there.
it like it fit into the thing, but it's been slowly like
Pushing it apart.
like eroding at the
Your controller's just saying kill me.
Oh my god.
But I'm not gonna get the gold one because it's not a matte finish like that. It's like a
Yeah.
It's like
The
super
new-
shiny and
yeah, exactly.
Gross.
Also, the buttons aren't like fancy; they're just like the standard colors.
Oh, really?
Also, with the way your setup is, if you're trying to actually play during the day, you'll probably blind everybody around. You're like, oh, what the fuck is that in your hands? Like, it's light. I'm holding.
Also, a reason I'm not buying a new Xbox 360 controller is because I rarely play my Xbox anymore.
Nuclear fission in your hands.
I mean, that
Oh, the
Xbox
only-
PC controller?
The only gaming I've done this week is on my Vita.
Oh.
That's
What did you play then?
Tokyo Jungle Mobile.
Oh, what's so mobile about it?
It's like a weird top-down.
Oh, it's not even a
Remake
real
of the
Tokyo
game.
Jungle.
No,
Now what? What?
Oh,
What?
man.
Imagine this if it
it
was
still
mobile.
plays like Tokyo Jungle though.
Imagine this if it was mobile, but it was like using GPS. It was like, oh, perfect. You've installed Tokyo Jungle. Sweet. Make your way over to Tokyo and turn on your
then you can
GPS.
play.
Be like, what?
What?
Excuse me.
We have a ticket being sent to you in the mail. Fuck. All right.
The way I would describe Tokyo Jungle Mobile is if you know how people make demakes of games
Yeah.
all the time on the internet. It's one of those. Is what it feels like. There's just a few animation frames on
Yeah.
everything, but it's
My
still
favorite
got
one is
most
the
of-
mating animation frames. Those were pretty fantastic when you showed me those today.
It
like
still
Paper Mario.
feels like Tokyo Jungle though. It's good.
I will say that I looked at the screenshots for that and I was instantly turned off because like it looks like it's a Final Fantasy Tactics slow moving like
Yeah,
because
because it has a grid, but it does
but-
play in real time.
Yeah, so I thought it was like kind of like, hey, move downwards and something else will move, then move downwards and something else will move. Seeing Dan play it though, it's just like, yeah, I'm just holding left, my dude's like moving instantly and shit's moving.
Just stuff's
accordingly.
happening. It
Yeah.
is. That's why it still plays like Tokyo Jungle is because it is real time and you can still kind of like sneak up on things and
Yeah, it's not bad actually.
And it's only $3.
Right now.
Yeah.
It's actually on a $3 launch sale.
Ooh.
Next week it's going up to $6.
Oh, gross.
I wouldn't pay $6 for this, but
You don't know that yet.
We'll bring that up after.
What?
How we paid $7.50 for something else. It was really
was
weird.
something really
so far.
stupid. Or
I'm
what?
really glad I didn't
weird.
buy that. Like
It's
I'm-
actually it's
It's fun.
we
but
may as well fucking talk about that now.
Okay.
'Cause Silent Hill Book of Memories.
Memories. I always want to say Book of Shadows. I feel like that was something, but
wasn't it?
maybe that's
That's not a
Dishonored.
Harry Potter thing.
Sure. I don't
No.
book very good. No, it's not.
It was not.
Okay, well, I don't book very good or movie very well. So
Well, what I've learned real quickly from this game is rabbits are beastly compared to deer.
In terms of taste,
In terms of like a rabbit takes 6 hits and a deer takes 3.
that doesn't
Some
make any sense.
Magical reason.
weird. You're not getting stealth kills, Devin. Work on it.
Yeah.
But Book of Memories is really weird. It's a Vita top-down Diablo-style Silent Hill game, which sounds absolutely really weird. The first thing I noticed,
and it is really weird.
yeah, and the first thing I noticed, and I told Dan, and he was super sad about this, is that game doesn't actually have subtitles. There's no way to turn them on. There is none. There's just
But it also kind of means like this is almost an excuse to not give a single shit about the story.
yeah, just what's that? Okay, yeah, X. Okay, good. All right, stab some stuff.
All the gameplay things are presented in text. So
Yeah, everything you need to know is in text, and any puzzly things are. And so far from the story that I made you kind of like put, or I told you, and you put earphones in, you watch the start. Story's not that great anyway. So
yeah, who even knows? Like,
yeah. Well, the premise of the game is that you get a book of memories that you can kind of. It happens to tell your life or your future or something, and you can go in there and like change the story. Except for when you change things in the story, you then go to a dream world, and then I don't know if the story actually changes because you're stuck in a dream world.
Devin just
So-
experienced that wicked
Copulation animation. All you
Oh.
do is you just bite the other person in the ass like repetitively, and then it's like new generation. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Sounds strange.
It is.
Well, there's only like the attack animation, the dodge animation, the heavy attack animation, and like there is only one like
We're talking about Tokyo Jungle now. by the
Tokyo
way.
Jungle. Yeah, there's only one like dash forward animation for the dog the Pomeranian that you start with. So
Okay.
that's
Yep.
every frame of animation is that.
Yeah.
At least
No matter
it's
what
not-
action you're performing.
At least it's not like the PS3 version where they'll slowly kind of mount and your controller starts like vibrating and stuff.
That's really awkward and weird.
It's like pulses too. Ugh. Anyway,
If you've been playing with the sound on, Devin,
Yeah.
it's all the same as the console.
oh, really?
Yeah, it's great.
Nice.
Also, I didn't know this because I'd never gotten far enough in the console version. But when you get, I've made it over 40 years in
Holy
this
shit.
handheld version.
Wow.
When you get, I think it gets like past 30, maybe. the like theme that's playing the whole time turns into like a techno remix of the theme,
Oh, really?
and that's really cool.
All right. There's an incentive to play this game. Ooh, Book of Shadows.
Anyways, yeah, back to
Golden.
Silent Hill Book of Memories.
Yeah, it's the
Deathly
fighting.
Hollows.
It's weird because it's kind of like Diablo-y, like I said. It's like top down. You can have it's 4-player co-op and all that. And it's kind of like a dungeon crawler, except for there's no real loot. The loot consists of finding relics or something, which you can equip.
I'm not even like
Yeah,
there yet.
the relics which you can equip to your character. I think you can have up to 8. I can only have 2 currently or 3 currently. And those actually influence your stats. Other than that, the weapons are just like things you'd find in Silent Hill. Like, hey, here's a knife, but there's no like special knife or legendary knife or something of knife of whatever.
From what you've played yet.
From what we've played.
Knife of stabbing things
Yeah,
in
so-
the dark.
Well,
So,
because
yeah.
the weapons do degrade.
Yeah, they,
Oh,
they do
okay.
degrade. However, the more you use them, they'll level up. But it seems like there's only one level, and then you go straight mastery. It's kind of weird. I don't know. The more-
Proficient at tying your
Yeah.
shoes.
but with like a steel pipe at tying someone's face to the ground with smashing them.
You just let it go.
I do actually really like the way that it is trying to be like Diablo and stuff, because it's
Yeah.
got your right and left hand,
Yeah.
and that's square and triangle respectively.
Yeah.
So you can pick up a knife in your right hand and then have a gun in your left,
Yeah.
and so you can kind of swipe around with the knife, and then if you
Yeah.
want to just do range attacks, you just on
And-
the fly kind of switch between the weapons that you're holding. So
That
that's
stuff
pretty cool.
Feels
Pretty
pretty
neat.
cool. Yeah. Apparently, you get spells and stuff as well, but I haven't really figured that out yet. I think you hit.
I wonder how long that game is.
I have no idea.
The $5 DLC that adds 4 trophies
Yeah.
has like, what did I say, like 20 extra missions and like
Yeah.
10 extra character classes.
So far, I think I've gone through 3 zones or 3 levels, and I think that's taken me about an hour and a half, maybe a bit more.
So half an hour a zone.
Yeah. Although what happens is that a zone is like a pretty small portion of the map. There's maybe like 12 rooms that you go through. And each one has like a mission for those 12 rooms. And once you complete that, then you're done the mission. But to leave that area, you have to solve a puzzle. And there's a puzzle paper somewhere that's going to tell you what you have to do. But I've so far just Googled how the hell to do those puzzles. Because you'll pick up a piece of paper and it's like, from the wind to the east, bring them like the reflections. And you're just like, the fuck is what? And then you just get to the end and then there's just like 5 dolls. And then there's a box with some holes like knocked out. And you're like, I don't even. And you look online, it's like, oh, just do smallest to largest, left to right. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay. So I've just been skipping all those.
That's
And
really weird and kind of dumb.
yeah, but on the walkthrough, there's 7 different ones that it can give you. It'll be like of the east, or like in the wind, reflection, pouring like water,
Oh.
or there's like 5 endings, and or 5 endings of those rule things, and then
Yeah.
you just kind of be like, okay, that means whatever I have to do left to right, or up to down, or north, or clockwise, or something stupid. It's so I've just kind of skipped on trying to figure them out, which doesn't feel like it's the important part of the game. So
I think the important part of the game is that it's
Gameplay.
zone out,
yeah.
punch things.
Yeah, because it's zone out punch things, and you suddenly just get to like a puzzle that's like, okay, use your brain intensely. You can use like a little hint thing. There's like a knob you can kind of pull, but it.
You know what's fantastic
The more
about
you do it-
having this system is you could probably just keep that FAQ open in
Yeah.
the browser and then just,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
But there's what's it called? Memory. There's something in the game. It's the money. It's MR. It's memory, like
Memory of
resonance.
resonance, or yeah,
Yeah, something like that.
or remnants, or I don't know.
Some, yes,
But I'm just
MR.
like, what
It's
the
called
fuck?
MR.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, that's really weird. But you find it in like memory coins, but they're in like bags. But it's your memory. I don't know. It's weird. The game's weird as shit, but it's kind of interesting. I bought a Fedora.
Not a Silent Hill game.
No, it's not a Silent Hill game. Well, it is kind of, but not really.
It's
not.
a Silent Hill game in theme,
Yeah,
but not in
It doesn't play like the older
gameplay
ones?
or
No.
any. Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like someone took Dungeon Hunter,
yeah.
that like generic Diablo knockoff by Gameloft, and put a
Although-
Silent Hill skin on it. Is
Al-
really what it is.
Although with Kumar saying, does it play like Silent Hill? It kind of does, because the combat's in the other Silent Hills you can-
Clunky and shit.
clunky and shit, because you can kind of like block, but it's kind of really pointless. You can also dive or dodge, sorry, but you usually always still get hit while it's going on. I could be just terrible at the game. That might be just me.
Just
but
full on attack. Why are you blocking things?
but yeah, exactly. So I
the
just started
dodge
doing
can
this.
be when they
There's
hit
no-
you with a powerful attack and they knock you across the room. That's
But I don't know if there's bosses where you have to learn to like block really well or dodge. But,
well, trial by fire.
yeah. Game so far is actually really fun. As much as like it sounds like we're sort of hating on it, I kind of wanted to pick it up and play like more of it after playing that hour and a half, I was like, well, I should go to sleep now, but I kind of want to just.
We should probably play some random co-op.
We should try it, yeah.
At some point.
I was thinking about getting that game when you're like, yeah, it's got 4-player co-op, and I was like, great. And then I kind of looked at it and went,
If you want a dumb game to like zone out and play while you do something else,
Yeah.
this is probably the game. Like I plan to maybe try that out with Riccio, maybe while he's editing this very podcast tonight, and while I'm watching Law and Order.
Okay.
I've been watching a lot of Nikita, but like weird.
It doesn't even compare to how much Law and Order I've watched.
I'm at like 30 episodes
I am.
Jeez.
in like.
I'm 3 entire seasons.
I was
into
up-
Law and Order.
Oh, okay,
Law,
fair enough,
Law and
fair
Order
enough.
Criminal Intent.
You don't want to know what I watched?
What?
I went to Netflix. I searched Office Space.
That's
Wasn't there. Searched on the US one. Searched Office Space. It wasn't there.
Really?
I checked Hulu, and Hulu was like, "Hey, we're having Office Space only for this week." I'm like, "Fucking fantastic!" Click on it. It's like, we don't have it right now, though. Just like,
You had a craving for
I
some
didn't-
Office Space.
I didn't watch
and
shit then.
That's a great.
Office
that's a that's
Yeah.
a phenomenal movie.
Yeah, didn't watch it because I was it never
that's
happened.
my stipler.
Yeah, I just wanted to have that like.
That is
Damn, it feels
my
good to be a
stapler.
gangster. Like
Yeah.
mashing that photocopier. I want that.
We
That's-
want the
all I
time
wanted.
for the uprising.
Yeah.
The GIF is amazing.
But yeah, I was not able to watch that, and I'm very sad about it.
Should just watch Law and Order. Every single episode of Law and Order, and Criminal Intent, and Special Victims Unit is on American Netflix.
I've actually finally gone back into a third season of a show. After finishing Mad Men, I've kind of been craving a show, so I've gone back and started
What
watching
show?
the third season of a show.
Is it abbreviated the same MLG, but the last letter is different?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I've actually
You disgust me.
I needed something colorful and happy and amazing. After Mad Men is kind of out of my life now for this season, I need something cool.
You should watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you should really watch.
A lot of
Game
people
Thrones.
said that. I kind of want to watch it in super high def.
Hey, Riccio.
Why do you care about like super high def for no particular reason?
Because I know it's a really great show, and if I'm going to
Riccio,
experience
I'm
it
gonna
once,
get the 1080p.
Come on
copies
down.
that I have.
Let's do this.
And bring them over tomorrow.
let's do this.
How's
Perfect. Okay, this weekend's gone.
that? Yeah. Okay.
Sure. The only reason I want to watch it is because like the same reason why I'm really glad that I kind of had like something like Last of Us. Like when you go through it and you're just like, oh man, I'll never have that first experience ever again. Well, same thing with Game of Thrones. I want to watch it once and then be like, holy fuck, this is crazy. Just that one time, just like 'cause I don't plan to ever watch it again after I watch it.
There
So-
isn't much reason
Did I?
to.
No, but
to be honest.
HDS apparently like boobage and shit going.
Okay, I have a
I
story.
wanna-
I
I
have
wanna
a
see
story.
that. I wanna
I have
see
a
that.
story about
Everything just
this.
looks real good.
I have a story about this.
Be like, look at the ripples.
Don't fucking spoil anything, Devin.
No. So in the first episode, there's crazy tittage and like whores and stuff like that.
Okay, you lost me.
And I'm over at my girlfriend's house with her parents, and their first episode of Game of Thrones is on. They just got like new high def satellite, and so they're like, "Oh, let's watch this episode. I've never seen it." They
The
flick.
most awkward episode you probably ever
Oh
watched.
my god! I was just like, they flick to it, and of course, it's right at the part where like a whole bunch of whores are like walking in, and they're all naked, and like I'm sitting beside her father, and I'm just like,
Wait, when you say flicked to it, oh, never mind.
Transitions.
Yeah.
You know, good old Star
know,
Wars
I'm
like
just-
side swipes. Just
I know,
like
I'm just
exactly.
Kidding. I'm just kidding.
But it was just like, I am not comfortable watching this at all with my girlfriend's parents. I want to go home.
just have like
It's real bad.
Devin and your girlfriend's like dad just like legs crossed.
I'm actually gonna bring that stuff over on a USB stick.
How
tomorrow.
tired are you, bro?
I would love to watch that actually.
Are you
I've been meaning
like
to
how
watch it.
tired are you, Riccio?
I'm pretty freaking tired. Yeah, it's been too hot, so it's like I don't have to do anything all day. But I was finally doing stuff at work, and then it's like really hot outside, so it's like I just want to.
I wish I had air conditioning in my apartment.
I wish I had air conditioning here. You guys wish I had air conditioning.
Hey, you're the only reason why I had to put pants on today.
Those are shorts, right? Right.
Shorts then. That's a great. I was actually talking to Kumar today when we were both playing The Binding of Isaac about how amazing it is to work from home because you don't have to do anything.
Can I do like you saying Binding of Isaac reminds me of something that I want to kind of talk about that I dove into this weekend. That was fucking.
What'd you dive
horrible
into?
thing. Steam trading cards.
Oh,
I've kind of went on a binge of like leaving
Just
games
hunting
on.
them all.
Yeah, well, it's like just AFKing in a game for 5 hours and getting the cards. Except for that's my plan. Like, oh, I'm just gonna leave Binding of Isaac here for 5 hours and I'll get all the cards, and then I end up playing for like 3 of them. because I'll be leaving the computer and stuff. So, but most of the time when I'm sitting at, I'm actually playing it. I'm like, oh, just gotta get some cards in Sanctum. End up playing Sanctum. It's like, oh, just Bit Trip Runner 2, leave that. Get a play.
So what you're saying is that Steam trading cards is an incredible success.
Yes. But also I've been trying. I've been able to stay strong, but every time I get a double, I kind of sell it, and then I get that money to then buy a card that I need for another.
So how does this work? Because I have a whole bunch of like cards.
So if you go to your inventory and you click on the card, it should say sell at the bottom, and then it'll give you a graph of like this, how much it's sold for.
I thought you could only get 3 card drops ever.
Yeah, you can. So I'll explain the selling first, and I'll get to that. So it'll tell you what it's going for now. Usually want to try to match that price. If you go under by like a cent, that shit will sell like instantly. So you're like, oh sweet, all right, made 60 cents. And cards are like worth 60 cents. So usually by selling one, you can like buy a card. So I did
not know that.
Yeah, so I made my first badge, which I think was Don't Starve. I almost said Staying Alive. What the fuck?
Staying alive.
Yeah.
Staying alive.
Anyway, Don't Starve is the first one I got. I got a background, I got a badge and all that. Anyways, your cards are gone after that.
Can you re-get them?
So you can, and this is going to go into what Dan was saying. For every game, you usually get about the halfway point rounded up. So if there's 8 cards, you'll get 4. If there's 9 cards, you'll get 5. In that, like 5 total drops. Now, when you've gotten the max drops that you have, you are then put in a pool to get booster packs for that game. So every hour, apparently, they give out booster packs to. It's a really tiny. I don't remember the percentage, but they were saying, let's say there's 200,000 people playing Dota and they've maxed out all their cards. Maybe like 1,000 or 5,000 of them people will get it. So it's a really relatively super tiny number, and there's not a huge chance you'll get it. But because it's about like every hour or something, there's a chance for you to get booster packs, which is 3 cards for that game. So my thought this weekend was, I'm going to max out as many games as I can so I have the chance to get a shit ton of booster packs. I've only gotten 1 so far, and I think it was Dota? No, it was Don't Starve. But anyways, yeah, so you can kind of get booster packs, you can sell those and get some slight coinage and then sort of buy more cards. But what do you think about it is, let's say you get a decent amount of cards and then you get like, I don't know, so you have like 10 games that can each get like 4 cards apiece.
Right.
If you were to like give up on actually trying to max out any of those games and all you care about selling those cards, you get like $10-15 and then put that towards the game or something.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's some cards sell for like 80 cents, some sell for like 60, 70. If you get a foil card, which is way more expensive to sell, it's like $3. Some games go up to being like $30-40 for that.
Because I have like a lot of cards in my inventory now that I just have not even looked at.
So either A, what you want to do is sell off the cards you don't care about for games that you don't care about getting backgrounds or emoticons and all that stuff, or sell your doubles and try and finish some of those. But what I would say is before the Steam sale starts, I think it's like tomorrow, or they're saying like July 11th.
Yeah.
Or which will be today for some of you listening. If you craft something, you have a chance of getting a mystery card. Apparently, there's like 8 different mystery cards you can get, and those say they're very, very, very mysterious, and apparently they have something to do with that sale or something. So
cool.
The only way you can get those is by actually crafting a badge. So,
well, I know I can
Consider doing
craft
that.
a full badge in FTL because
you did? You can, or you did?
I can.
Yeah. Okay.
You trade for some of those?
No, I just
Bought them.
I bought 2 of them.
So that's what I was gonna say. Is some of my things I'm like, I haven't gotten any doubles in most of these games. I'm like, wait, it would only be $1 for most of these games for me to finish these packs. I'm like, no. I have to just keep playing other games and hope for doubles. But yeah, it's dumb. Those tricky son of a bitches, man. But it makes me think, because if I've been able to buy and sell cards so far with not actually using any of my own money, who were the like first people to put the money in to buy the first cards to then give people the ability to like keep trading without, you know?
Maybe
It could have been Valve.
Yeah,
Or
maybe
Valve.
Valve was just like
buying off
solving the
people.
problem.
Yeah. But it also makes me sad that I've only gotten into it now, because now the cards are like 50-40 cents a piece, but they used to be like $1 and stuff, so it's...
Well, people didn't know. Well, they were also less common because it was
Yeah.
only beta.
That's true. But what I can say is that there are series of the cards. So if you happen to get a foil card and you don't want to sell it for that like quick $3 or $4 or whatever dollars, probably next year around this time or something, it'll be like Series 2. I don't know if that's how it's going to work, but maybe consider saving your foils of the first season or of the series. Or
So they become
So the
collectibles.
Yeah.
drops will be the new
yeah, exactly.
set
So
of
like,
cards.
so if you want the first series cards, you
Especially
gotta,
a foil. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This
So
is
some
this
cra-
is dirty.
some
This
crazy,
is super dirty.
Some crazy shit. So I jumped into that world of Steam, and because I haven't actually spent any of my
So
own money.
really,
fun.
most of what you played this week was Steam.
Yeah, Steam. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
It's kind of weird that you can say that.
yeah, but because I haven't actually spent any money, I enjoy it. It's cool. It's like, oh sweet, like
Steam
nifty
is
little
now a
things.
free-to-play game.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, for free-to-play games such as Warframe, Warframe is one of the exceptions, I guess, because if you had spent money in using the Steam wallet, only the Steam wallet, because you could get it through the actual website. If you spend at least $5, you get 5 card drops now that the trading card is out of beta.
Huh.
But if you had never spent money on it, it's $9 to get a single card drop. Every $9 you spend, you automatically get a card drop.
Oh.
That's kind of cool.
Kind of cool, except for when you consider that most of your games you get like 4 or 5 drops. To get that in Warframe, that's like $35.
Well, it probably
Yeah, that's true.
overvalues the Warframe cards.
Yeah,
You could probably sell those for a few
shit ton.
bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, actually, if you spent let's say $5 initially, now you get 5 drops. You sell those 5 drops for a fuck ton of money.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. Because individually they're worth $9.
Yeah. So that'd be that. Yeah, I wish I would have done that.
Cool.
But anyway, I just want to talk about that because that was really random, and that was where I spent a lot of my weekend gaming. But
Just want to talk about some of your stuff you finished up or played on cast.
I played a lot of random crap. I played a lot more Cube World. We kind of managed to break that game because there's when you host a server, you can only get 4 players in that server. However, when I was casting it, I kind of realized that 5 people joined me, and then another person joined me, so we're up to 6. We didn't try any more than that. There's no one else that I think could join or wanted to join. But we broke the cap, and all it did is it just didn't display everybody's health bars and stuff. But Cube World is a lot of fun. I just want to mention that. I don't know what else to fully say. Let's check out the dry run that we made of it. That game is like a fully randomly generated, like it feels like an MMO world in like a single player setting or like small co-op little 4-player or more thing. But apparently, in the end, the servers they have going for that, like the dedicated servers, they're gonna have like a switch you can flick it on to turn it to MMO world. So it's
Oh,
a
cool.
shit ton of people can just join in
Wow.
and just kind of. That sounds really cool.
It's pretty neat, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, their servers have been getting hammered for like a fucking week.
Well,
now.
apparently it's been GDOS
Yeah.
attacks. It hasn't just been like tons of
Yeah.
people trying to buy the game.
Actually, there have been a massive amount of DDoS attacks in Ottawa and Toronto area lately. Like,
Devin, are you trying to steer the conversation
Is that what you're
towards
doing
your
on your
Watch
phone
Dogs
right
app?
oh no, actually I haven't. But that's a great segue. Oh man, that's pretty kick-ass, actually.
Devin is 171st in the world, technically, although it's only available in Canada,
Yeah.
in the Watch Dogs Live app.
Yep. I'm
crazy
slowly
nice.
like, I think last time I checked, there were just over 27,000 people playing it. I've actually,
How's it feel to have that rush to be
it's pretty intense.
better than 26,829
Some amount of people.
people?
It's actually pretty kick-ass. I'm not gonna lie to you. Though I definitely put a lot of effort into it. I've kind of recruited my roommate and my girlfriend. So every time we go for a car ride or something, the iPhone gets handed to the girlfriend, and she immediately starts hacking everything that's within the location. So like Monday
You
evening,
drive really slowly, just like.
I do actually. That's the funny thing is like Monday evening, I picked her up from work and we went out for supper, and then I drove all the way around a small section of Ottawa for about 2 hours while we hacked everything that was like in the area. And
Wow.
I
This
think
is probably the best entertainment Devin has ever got, because like he dropped me off last podcast night, and he fucking went and parked over in Carlingwood and just hacked everything there and then drove off. Like he didn't go straight home.
Wow.
I know it's kind of dumb, but it's just there's something really addictive about it. And I found that like even my girlfriend and my roommate were like, "Yo, like can we keep going? Like I don't want to go to work. Can you just keep driving around and like we can keep taking stuff?" Because what ends up happening is you can hack locations, and you can also hack locations that other people have defended. And it's really satisfying when you go into this area that's really fresh, and you see all these people have conquered certain sections and everything like that. And my hack is so high right now that I go in and roll over everyone. So like whatever the section is, I leave it by the time I'm done, and it's just like owned, and there'll be like
my God.
1 or 2 things that are not mine.
So you're so over leveled in the hack that like that random chance stuff that seems to happen just doesn't even affect you anymore.
Yeah, it's like out of maybe 20 things that I hack,
You won't get 2?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'll miss 2 of them.
Wow.
And I put like Dan described it the best way. I play it fast and loose is how he described how
Well,
I
that
played
is,
it.
I feel like, the best way to play it because stuff costs so much data to hold over a long period of time. And while that is a good income flow, you get a much bigger like initial
Boost
of cash from hacking it initially. So just upping your hack and signal. Forget about protection or counter hack.
I did one counter hack because there was this one guy who I think you ran in downtown. He's number 41 in the country. And on Monday,
he's got high protection.
yeah, he's got really high protection. But what ended up happening was in my whole location, he must have done what I had done, where he just like drove around and did it. So he had conquered most of my location that I call like my home zone. And so I went out and just went for a walk at like 11 o'clock at night, and I took everything from him.
Motherfucker.
It honestly like was like super angering because
Did you wear a trench coat and put like a mask over your face and
No,
just
but
like have your
pull the phone
down?
out,
Yeah.
that would have been fucking cool. But like what ended up happening was I hacked everything in the morning.
Next level cosplay.
And then
stick thing too.
he hacked everything from me. So I went back and took everything from him. And then the next morning, the way that it's located is there's this big like kind of U-shaped street with a couple of bus stops in the center. And what he ended up doing was he hacked one here, and he hacked about 5 on the U-shape to make a smiley face in my territory. That was it. That he didn't touch anything else. He just touched that.
Oh my God.
So it's just
Crazy
like
rivalry.
So it's like this like intense rivalry of like I took all he took my stuff, and then I actually went to his location, which is actually near Carlingwood Mall down in his like because I went through it's like Google Maps, so you can scroll around.
There's
so
there's an EB in that mall too.
So I
And
went
that's
down
good
kind
money.
of down past your area, Dan, and I found his general location where like most of his stuff was grouped together.
Just took it all.
And I hacked most of his stuff. And then after that, he'd put the happy face in my area. So there's like this intense, like
This weird
like
hacker war thing
going on
actually
between
happening.
me and this other guy in Ottawa that like we run this city, so to speak, because we are the highest in Ottawa. And it's just this like awkward, like weird thing. Like, you don't touch my shit, I won't touch your shit. Just leave it alone.
You're gonna touch the shit again, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna totally. My plan is, I've got Friday evening off, and I'm gonna go out with the missus, and we're gonna go do all of Ottawa. I'm gonna fill up the tank of gas in the car, and I've got it already mapped out because the contest end Saturday at midnight or like on Sunday morning.
This challenge.
So I'm going to take the gas up the car, and I'm gonna drive all around through Ottawa, and take every single bus stop that I can single-handedly take, and I want to end up with over 800 locations because my cap right now was after the Monday hacking session I had with my girlfriend was 302 locations. So I'm hoping to get over 800, and then I'll hopefully win the contest.
Jesus.
Me and Devin were actually talking about it while he was driving me home last week, and we decided that the very last day of this Watch Dogs contest, we're just gonna like go to like Toronto and shit. And just start hacking stuff in other cities. Just like a one-day trip. Just like drive out there.
I want to go to Montreal, and
I'll
do
be his
Toronto.
co-pilot hacking all that stuff.
Yeah.
And we're just
That'd be pretty
going to
crazy.
get him multiple cities worths of locations.
Yep.
And then come back.
You should do it. You should do it a 2-day trip. You go one going there. You stay the night. You wake up the next day. Come back and rehack everything.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
24 hours after.
that's what I'm
That's-
thinking I'm going
that'd
to
be
try and
insane.
do is something insane like that where it's not a sightseeing trip. It is legitimately in the car with tunage and just hacking everything that comes
Our
across.
podcast starts fucking up. Somebody's like, "No, I'm gonna hack you first, motherfucker."
But like, it's...
You're gonna start a turf war, man.
I know it's so dumb, but it's just... There's such this like amazing feeling when you look at the map and everything is yours. Just everything.
Just walk into a
Like,
store.
I
I own
wonder-
you. Like, excuse me. What?
that very last day of the Watch Dogs contest, people in like Toronto and like I don't know where else we're gonna hit, but are just like explosion of just like your username all over their city and be like, who the fuck is this guy?
Well, that's the thing that happened was this guy who's a level 41 is I had hacked everything already. And then I was like, oh, I'll just check my position. And like I booted up like 3 or 4 spots. And then I was like, oh, I'll check the map and see if, because, you know, like I'm on a bus route. So sometimes the odd guy will take a bus stop back from me. And then I look and everything's red. And I just got super angry and like pissed off and was like, God,
This motherfucker's here. I'm gonna stab him for real.
let's fucking do this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. It's,
If you ever meet him, just like you both walking down the street, have his phones out, then you just like It's a race to just grab the other one's phone and just like
Smash it.
delete the app.
This is how it's gonna go. So Devin's gonna do that trip thing. You'll be number 1, and then like it's like the clock is ticking to like midnight. It's like goes. You're number 2. You just zoom out of Canada, and you just made a big fucking smiley face across. You're just like, oh.
It's got fucking like
smiley face, and you
18.
zoom in, and then in Ottawa it just writes like bitch.
Like, I don't know.
He's got up in like Northwest Territories and like Greenland for the eyes, all like weird shapes.
And then you go in really close to the fine print. It's like, I own a plane.
I know it's really dumb. I know it's really fucking dumb. And this app actually does not mean anything, but I have not been so addicted
It's
to
a dumb promotional tool
but it's
to win
so
random
fucking
prizes.
good. It's so satisfying to just
Well, if you get top 10, you get tickets to go see the like Watch Dogs world premiere.
I know,
thing.
and so I
They're
want to
making it, they're making it pretty appealing, right? Like they want people to really get into it.
Yeah,
So.
and the prizes are fucking insane. Like this week is $400 headsets.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like they're true
This
5.1 or 5.2 surround sound headsets. I like looked them up. It's got individual speakers for directionality and stuff. Like it's fucking crazy.
But they also had like PS4s and everything.
Yeah, like
too.
the
It's
second
crazy.
week was like, best most person to get banks, PS4. There you
Yeah.
go. Problem solved.
Then the first week was just like
Copies.
most improved for copies of Watch
Yep.
Dogs. What was last week?
Oh, it was a hoodie and hat.
Oh,
and
that's
Oh,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
like super
that's right.
cheesy.
For the
Yeah.
level 1 locations.
And like, but like, did you guys participate in the ATM challenge?
Yeah, I didn't get any of them.
Yeah,
Okay,
I put
but
in
like, did you
3
watch the
things.
live stream of it?
No.
No.
So it's like it was just a camera on like an ATM, and it was just spitting out money. It was $20 bills and $50 bills and $100 bills, just like ejecting out, like it just like was vomiting money out of it. It was ridiculous.
Could you imagine like just like some like homeless guy just laying down there like just goes out and buys.
Do
like,
you
a
remember
fucking
when we were
apartment.
reading that challenge the first day that it came out? We were like, it's just $500. It was actually $500.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was not like
Yeah.
No gift
in-game
card,
money.
no
Per
nothing
level,
like that.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just $500 per level.
Yeah.
And like I don't know what it is, but it's so fucking crazy.
It's almost
to
like a
be-
lottery that you can improve your chances at. Is
Yeah,
what it is.
Yeah, and that's why I'm so intense at like doing this game is because most of these contests I've always been like, yeah, I'm up the top 1,000 or I'm like top 10,000. Woo! But like
You're top 200.
I'm top
right now.
200 in Canada. So it's just like, all right, if I keep at this, I can be top. Like my goal is to be top 100, and then after I get that, it's top 50, and then it's top 25, and I definitely foresee
Fucking
myself.
just aim for top 10.
That's
Just
kind of
start
like
with
that is my end game is top 10, and I want to fucking go to the premiere of Watch Dogs in Toronto because it's flight included, hotel included, and like I read all the rules of it and everything like that. Like it's just like here you go, there you go, problem solved. Plus I get
When
to
is
bring
this
a guest.
all over though?
October.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's still a little bit of
he went
time.
and read the fine print.
I went
He
and
found
read all the
actual
fine
date.
print and everything like that.
Presumably, the day the game launches will be the last day of the contest.
Yeah.
I hope that if you go to the Toronto thing, like I hope it's gonna be as cool as the Splinter Cell one.
Because Dustin went to that.
Yeah, man.
Dustin went to that?
I still can't believe that.
Yeah, he won the like 2 people from Ottawa who got to go or whatever.
Really?
It was the
Yeah.
worst because like I used to talk to him all the time, and it was just like he knew I was like a huge Splinter Cell person. We were always talking about it, and then like he
ended up
wins it.
playing the game co-op with him.
Yeah,
too.
but he ends up winning it, and he's talking to me about it. He's like, "Man, I can't believe I won it." I'm like, "Holy shit! Like, are you gonna take me?" He's like, "No, I'm taking another one of our buddies because I think he's better at like running around a city." I'm just like,
it ended up that didn't even fucking matter.
"No, it didn't matter." I was like,
because,
"Dude, I had family there. We could have like drove around." But
yeah, so I really want to fucking go, and
Really
I already
crazy.
talked to I already talked to my girlfriend about like if I win this contest, you know, like I guess I'll bring you. She's like, don't bring me, bring someone who will enjoy the event. So it's like, okay,
Dan, we got to work on being like that little like that you put like a big trench coat, and then like you get on my shoulder, I get on your shoulder or something, and then we just kind of we get like
I'm the one driving with him to Toronto. He's taking me.
yeah, we can just like no, what I'm saying we could you could do that.
yeah,
thing.
sorry, Riccio, Dan's.
I'll be in the back seat being like, oh yeah, Devin's winning everything. I'm gonna steal it.
Well,
from
it was funny because,
Just getting super levels in counter hack. Just
but it was really funny because Dan was like in the car last week when we were driving home, and we're trying to take the same things, and we click on it at the same time, and I would just
but
be like,
Devin has a faster phone, so
Oh,
so she's
wow.
like, I took it. I
Yeah.
took it. And like the one thing that Dan takes, I'm like, that one's mine now. It's like,
Jesus.
Fuck you, Devin. He put his phone away and was just like,
Yeah,
"Nah,
I
I'm
was just I can't play this right now.
So the funny thing about that app for me is that I kind of stopped participating in it. And the stupid reason for it now is that like whenever I'd wake up in the morning and I'd do my stuff and go to take like I usually do that stuff in the bus. So I get in the bus and then I'll just kind of like sit there and I'm like holding my phone, and then I'm holding in my other hand like my 3DS with Animal Crossing, and I'm just like, I can only do one of you. Phone, you're going away, man. Like, Animal
know.
Crossing stole me away from Watch Dogs.
I don't know.
Thanks,
It's
Nintendo.
You mean WD Live?
I also like I
Yes.
also have a crazy like signal range now and
How many?
265 meters.
Jesus.
Great.
It's just like it's fucking awesome. I don't know. It's really cool. I'm pretty stoked. I'm going for top 10.
Not to
Like-
push us out of this conversation. Do you want to switch on to
Yo,
something?
whatever. Watch Dogs.
What have we?
It's multiplayer. Devin's playing the multiplayer right now.
Oh my god!
This is what was in that trailer.
Yeah, this is what's in that trailer.
Kumar, you been playing anything this week?
Yeah,
the Watch
I mean, I
Dogs.
enjoyed the usual sort of mix of things. Played a little bit of Mortal Kombat on the Vita. Finally got to check that out.
I bought that.
Feels
and
very,
then
very
deleted
similar.
it.
Just I think graphically, it just dumbed down a little bit to keep the frame rate strong.
Yeah.
So that's a
not
whole
a
lot
bad
of
thing,
fun.
though.
Yeah, it's still entertaining. Still serves its purpose. What else did I play? I played some more Wipeout. I got back into that after Somppi kept talking about it last couple of casts. So enjoyed that. I also actually finally tried out. How do you pronounce it? Machinarium, I guess is how you pronounce it.
Machinarium?
Yeah.
Or
Oh
Machinarium?
yeah, Machinarium.
It's like a point and click sort of adventure, but there's like the puzzle side of things is a whole lot more complicated than you'd think. I think from just looking at it. So it's kind of cool that they do have this unique sort of aspect where you can explore and you can do your things on your own sort of pace, but there is this puzzle aspect to it that you actually have to figure out. Like you have to stop and you have to think about things. So it's a whole lot more complicated than I initially thought it would be, but it's kind of cool. I mean, not my favorite type of game
Did you
kind
get
of thing.
it for
but-
Vita?
No. This was it was
Oh.
on PS Plus.
Yeah, it was on PlayStation
For
Plus
PlayStation
for free.
3, yeah.
For PS3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just kind of trying it out there. Other than that, though, I haven't really played anything new. Oh, actually, I finished up Muramasa as well.
Yeah.
I finished the guy's half of that story. I started the girl side today.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got to see all the endings, and it's actually a pretty cool story when you actually see it through right to the end,
I'm indifferent to that story. I just really like the combat and just like gonna buy that final blade down right at the bottom of that tree. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's your goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. It's cool when you actually finally get to it.
I still have to play. I still have to play way more of that. I'm like still, I think like halfway through the chick story on not Legend but the Chaos.
How many bosses have you beat?
3 or 4.
Actually, one more thing I really want to mention about that. So after you finish it on Chaos mode, so there's two settings right out of the gate, and that's Legend and Chaos.
Yeah.
When you beat it on Chaos, it unlocks a third difficulty. This
Really?
third difficulty is called Fury mode.
All right.
Oh, you were telling me about this.
Here's what Fury mode is. You have 1 health point.
Seriously?
That's it. So you're basically playing through the exact same game. So you're playing through it on Chaos again, but your health starts at and remains for the entirety of it 1. That's it. So if you get hit once by anything, you're dead.
That sounds terrible.
Does it regenerate? No.
Nope. You've got no hope. Like this is a game that you have to dodge everything if you want to beat this game on that setting.
That's so messed up. That's actually really cool though. That's so messed up.
I'm sure it'd be a feat. Like for people to actually finish that is craziness. But like I remember looking at that and thinking about certain parts in the game that I had a hard time.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, this is not going to happen.
Oh, I actually want to ask you. If you look down that sword tree, there's a
Yep.
bunch of like there's on both sides. There's like the different colored swords to break the different barriers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's the brown ones. When do you get those?
The
You get
brown
them-
ones are always at like events. So like for example, if you beat I think most notably right out of the gate, you get them every time you beat a boss, and then
No,
you start getting them.
No, you get the colored ones as you beat bosses.
Oh right, yeah.
Way
yeah.
further down the tree.
Those
there's the ones
are
in the
from,
brown squares.
Those are from caves.
I've beat all the caves.
You missed
You've gotten
one.
through all of them, like even the white caves.
Oh well, I don't have a sword that can break white barriers yet.
There you go.
Solving the
But
problem.
I feel like the white sword is below some of those brown ones. I don't know.
Well, every time, so after you get because here's what happened with me. Like, I got confused because after I got the white barrier, I didn't understand how I was supposed to get some of the other swords as well. You go back and you finish some of them, and then on top of that, you also have to go through and finish some of the different endings to get different swords. So you'll beat, let's say, you just did Kasuke's first ending. Then when you go back and the game
That's
tells
right.
you,
It tells you it's like depending on
Yeah,
which
yeah.
blades you use, you get different
Yeah,
endings.
it tells you exactly what to do. Like, it gives you a pretty clear-cut sort of path. When you
That's
go
cool.
back and you redo it, it'll usually give you another sword from that, and then you use that sword to do it again, and then it'll keep going down that tiered list, like that kind of thing. Every time, so there's 6 different endings, basically, 3 endings for each of them. Each of those endings unlocks you a new sword, so there's 6 of them right there.
Oh, okay.
And then the other ones come from the White Cave.
caves. Yeah, okay.
Jeez.
Sounds really intense.
What's your favorite spirit power from a sword?
I want to say there's a actually.
You don't
I
necessarily
really
have to
like,
name it. You can just describe what it does.
I really like the one you get from the final
the
sword.
Final sword. Well, don't.
Yeah, that
spoil
one's
that
that
one.
one's pretty wicked. Yeah, I won't say anything more than that. It's just really cool.
I do like how
There's
on both
actually-
paths the spirit powers are totally different.
They are.
So,
Yeah,
so
you
like
see-
as you
see a lot of
upgrade
different
swords
ones.
on Kasuke's path, you get kind of better and better versions of the powers
Yeah.
of his swords.
That's
but then
cool.
you switch to the girl's side, and it's just totally different.
That's
What's
pretty
cool
sweet.
is when you actually get to start equipping both sides. Like, I don't know if you can just yet. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you have to. There's a
No,
certain.
there's
ending.
a certain. Well, there is a clear point in the tree where the sides converge, and then you can
Okay.
build like a middle sword.
Yeah.
That sounds cool as shit. I gotta play more of that.
He hasn't
cool
told
game,
me what
for
his
sure.
favorite spirit power is yet.
Oh, sorry. Well, there's that one, and then there's a couple of other ones. I think one of them is called like Gale Slash or something.
Is that the one where you just spin like in place, basically?
No. Well, that one's actually pretty wicked too. Actually.
Or are you talking about the one that shoots out like
Yeah, it's like those
blades
green.
in like an arc? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that one there. The spinning one that you just mentioned, and then there's a couple of other ones. Actually, Holy Comet 3. Remember that name. Holy Comet 3 is really, really cool.
Okay. I really like I don't remember what it's called, but the one where you just put the sword up in the air and it shoots like little purple things.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. That's just so goddamn useful to like combo the shit out of people.
And it clears up the path too. If you're ever worried about where you are, that'll show you right away.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're just like little heat-seeking spirit
okay.
shot things.
All right.
So, but they won't necessarily hit right away. They'll kind of circle around an enemy, so you can be like comboing one, but then you can only do a certain amount of like the power attacks before you have to like stand on the ground, and then you can use them again. Like you can do an uppercut, you can do 3 dash attacks, you can do a ground slam, and you can do a power spin thing.
Yeah.
But like you'll start doing that stuff, and then some of the circling purple things will hit them, and then they'll keep like in the air, but then you've landed on the ground and you can keep going.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty neat. I like it. That sounds interesting. I'm.
One more thing I want
not
to
my
ask you,
style
Kumar.
of game, I guess.
Is there anything other than like a sword and longsword?
No.
Okay.
It would have been kind of cool if there was, but unfortunately there's not.
Yeah.
Some of the accessories make fighting, I guess, different. I don't want to kind of spoil anything,
Well,
but
I've constantly equipped the accessory that just status elements don't.
They don't.
okay.
Yeah,
They don't?
That's the one I've just kind of left equipped.
No, don't. Not yet.
Please, no, not yet. So what else have you guys been playing?
I
I
don't
think
know.
that's it for me.
That's kind of it. I downloaded
Farming Simulator.
Oh, really?
Seriously? Oh, did you get that for the Vita?
Yeah. Just to play while
Oh
I'm
wait,
flying
sorry.
around.
One last thing. I
Oh.
totally and completely forgot, and I don't
It's
really
okay.
know
I'm
how
done
I-
talking about Farming Simulator. That's
Okay, that was all you had. That was all you had to say about it.
Nice.
unless you guys have questions.
No.
Is it fun?
No.
Okay.
Wow. So
Solve-
that's why he's done.
Solving the problem.
It is grinding the game. This is what it is.
Jeez.
It exists to like, hey, come here, get some trophies, but it'll take you like 100 hours.
Jesus.
Wicked.
Wow.
I'll take 2.
But it's total zone out. Like, don't have to pay attention. Well, no, that's not true. You have
Try
to pay
it.
attention a little bit because, especially when you're cultivating fields to like get them ready to put seeds in, if you run over one of your other fields, because I'm looking at Law and Order and just holding drive, it just plows up all your like near ready to harvest plants, and I was just like, oh fuck, I have to kind of start looking at this screen sometimes, I guess.
That sounds awesome.
Anyways, that's more about Farming Simulator than I ever hoped to talk.
Nice.
So yeah,
It's like your dirty little secret.
You guys ready for this?
Go for it.
So in addition to
Holy
playing
shit! No.
a whole lot more Borderlands,
Yeah.
that DLC, I can't say enough about that DLC. By the way,
Riccio, shut up.
shit's so entertaining.
You were on True
but
Vault
in
Hunter, so
addition-
you don't get to talk about it.
In addition to
It's your own
that, I've also been playing a whole lot of Skyrim.
Yes.
Yeah?
Actually,
Yes,
I have an
sir.
update of that.
And now I understand. So I always knew that people like lost several days worth of hours into that game. And I mean, Dan, you mentioned I think Liz has like 700 and something hours in it. So I never really got it until I got lost myself for the entirety of a day.
Oh wow.
Just kind of running around, and I wasn't doing like I was barely doing anything that I was supposed to. So this was not me like going through the story. This was not even me necessarily going through side quests. This was literally just like, okay, I wonder
Wondering.
what happens if this, and I would just keep going with it.
Did you find any giants yet?
No, not yet. Actually, no. Yes, I did. I
That's the
thought
same.
it was a troll.
Well, I wonder if he's fought them.
Oh.
I think he looked like a troll at first.
Yeah.
And then I walked up to him because he was right by a bridge, so I was like, oh, maybe that's a troll. I walk over to him, and the guy's like 9 feet tall or something, and unless there's a different giant you're talking about.
No,
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 that's-
that's the one.
that's
Then
right.
they got the big club.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Did you
He's
die?
He's actually
Did you
really,
die
really
to
early
it?
on. No, I just kind of looked at him, and he looked back at me kind of funnily, and then I ran off.
It's not worth
that
it.
was the end of that. Actually, I think right in front of him, I was carrying something that I just didn't need, so I dropped it, and then I booked it,
Holy shit.
just because.
That's really funny.
But yeah, man, that game's really, really cool.
So my little
You should figure out how to just stream Skyrim. You don't
Yeah.
even have to talk.
I can
just,
set it up for you, Kumar. Do that. Let's do
Yeah?
it. Let's do
Let's
it.
I'm down.
All right.
So I think I've mentioned this before. So I end up just like going and hunting in that game
Yeah.
and not really doing anything. I lost 6.5 hours of my life to running around the whole Skyrim map, chasing down a single like animal that kept eluding me. And what would happen is it would run off, I'd go kill something else, and then I'd see it like in the distance sitting there, and I'd chase after it, and it would keep running away from
They're
me.
just taunting you.
Yeah, it was just taunting me. So finally, what I ended up doing was I
modded the game, put guns in it, shot that motherfucker.
No, I stole a horse. I killed a man for his horse, took the horse, and went and killed the animal.
Wow.
When you say kill the
Oh
animal,
yeah,
you mean
there's
the
like
horse
you
or
can
the animal
shoot
you're
arrows and
holding?
stuff from horses now. That's right.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome. It's a good game.
Yeah, Kumar, there's a lot of stuff patched into that game that was not there at launch.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad now's the time that I'm jumping into it.
Well, you're playing Skyrim complete,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
As they said, they're not making any more DLC for that game, so.
I think I'm going to get all the DLC because I watched my roommate bought Legendary as well, and he's been playing some like crazy fucking DLC stuff that just looks amazing.
Well,
and
the Dragonborn DLC seems kind of fucking crazy.
it is fucking crazy. He's on a dragon riding this shit around, just like fucking up wolves.
Well, I'm pretty
and
sure
stuff.
that's just part of the Legendary patch.
It's
You might be
awesome.
able to do that.
It is.
Maybe?
It
I
looks
don't know.
so cool. Definitely recommend it.
I'm finished with Skyrim. I'm not going back to it.
Same.
I thought I was done. I don't think so. I think I started a new character.
I'll wait for Fallout 4. Thanks.
Yeah, fair enough. I tried booting up Fallout 3 and it crashed. And then I tried loading it up again and I got to the part where it crashed. And that's about the extent of my Fallout 3.
Fallout 3 apparently doesn't work on Windows 8, I think.
Really?
Of all the random games, that one just apparently doesn't.
Oh.
I haven't actually tried
It's even
it.
a Games for Windows Live game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't actually tried it yet, but apparently it doesn't work.
Wow.
New Vegas does, though.
I'm kind of done with my games. What do you got, Riccio? Start your large stack.
All right, I'm going to go through these pretty quick. Well, actually, I spent a lot of time on the first one. I played Walking Dead 400 Days, the new special episode for that of
I
season
watched
1.
your archive of that.
Oh, how was that?
Really good. It was more Walking Dead. I was really excited about it. However, because it's 5 short stories following 5 different characters, and it's all in one episode, which is still about an hour and a half, there's a lot of shit going on, and a lot of it you don't seem to have much control over it. And I'm not sure the characters that are in that are the ones that carry over into season 2, but I feel like the way that ends, it's probably not the case because of certain things. I don't know if it means you won't see certain characters or they'll be off somewhere else.
I think you will see them, but I'm also caught up on the TV show, which you are not, so you have no idea what the thing I said that is probably going to happen is.
Yeah. That being said, what I didn't like about that special episode is that when you get choices in Walking Dead 1, this first season, like any of those 5 episodes, you kind of choosing that, you kind of know what has happened and what will happen, and you're kind of choosing what you would do. In some of the short stories for this, and it's not really to spoil much, but say you have 2 people to choose kind of to escape. You're going to be like, oh, I want to take his idea, I want to take his idea. You just kind of be like, oh, well, that one sounds okay. One involves like one character being like fucking murdered, and then just like, oh, let's just do this thing. Well, I'm like, oh, that's not at all what that's. Can I just? Is there no like middle ground? Like, what the fuck? Or certain things where people will just kind of go off and disappear, or just weird shit that is just like oh, do you want to talk to this person? Well, too bad. That means you're gonna go do this thing. He's dead. He's gone. He's driving away. He's going away. This guy's chasing you. It's like, what the fuck? I made one choice here.
Yeah.
It's like really rushed.
Yeah, not rushed.
Just like it is like a prequel episode.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But what I'm afraid of is that because those things seem kind of huge in this special episode, all these changes, all this special episode, the special episode takes into account things you've done in the first 5 episodes, and will
just
also
for
care,
just
for a couple really minor things. But it takes all that, it puts it into this, and it takes this special episode as well, and it's going to throw all that into season 2. So I'm hoping that one little choice that maybe made me go with another character entirely isn't gonna fuck me over somewhere along season 2 where I'm just like, oh well, if only I had that other dude that I didn't make that weird
Telltale
choice.
say like save games, but we don't know if any of this shit is really gonna matter yet.
I think for 400 days they said it's carrying in like for sure. And
well, they said some stuff is carrying in, but they don't know
what yet.
What? Yeah.
But anyways, I hope that doesn't come around to bite me in the ass. That being said, it was fucking awesome to play more Walking Dead, and I couldn't be more excited to play that second season. So there's that. Also, a game that now I'm going to go a bit quick through these. MCP gifted me a game called Dark. It's a vampire third-person stealth action game for the PC, 360, and PS3. I played it. I was having actually a kind of weird amount of fun with it because it was kind of like one of those really bad but kind of interesting games.
Like God mode.
God mode, but this one was a bit more broken-y kind of thing. Like there was.
You could be more broken.
Oh, you can be more broken than God.
It is Geralt, by the way.
I just fucking told you.
It is. When you hear his voice more, and they just kind of go like, "Oh, it's Geralt." Doesn't fit the character. You play the main character. He's like 20 years old. Sounds like he's like 40 and been through shit. Like it doesn't make sense.
He's seen some things.
Yeah. Not to spoil this game, but the game starts with you are a vampire, but your character doesn't know it yet. But the way it's shown to you is like you are a vampire. Tries to shoot you. You do like some smoke dodge out of nowhere. She's like, "It's your instincts. You are a vampire." He's like, "Okay, what do I do then?" And it's just like.
Like that intro to Silent Hill Book of Memories, where it's just like,
what the fuck?
This fucking demon and I'm just lava pit. I'm just not going to say anything.
I'm okay with this. Yeah.
What?
So it's really random. Some of the stealth mechanics are kind of weird. It is sort of still interesting, kind of. But from what I've heard from everybody watching me cast that, is they like most people do not want to see that game ever again. But I really want to play some more of it.
Is that because they're just not interested? Or?
It's not. It's just it's really broken. It's kind of monotonous because it's like old school. Let's say Splinter Cell, like the original one, you know, when you got caught, it was like mission over. And this one, it's not mission over. It's okay. Everybody clearly sees you. There's now like respawning enemies. You can't actually fight, so you're dead. Well, you can fight, but you have to get up melee range with people who have machine guns, and you'd like die instantly. But there's a lot of just like, oh, I failed this part. Oh, I failed this part. Let's restart. Oh, I failed this part. Let's restart. So that's probably not too fun to watch.
So it's punishing.
Yeah. But it is pretty interesting, kind of. But it's not the greatest game. But it's been fun. Sort
you
of.
get to hear Geralt talk.
Yeah, you get to hear Geralt talk.
We
It doesn't fit.
We
the
should
guy
preface
at
for
all.
people unfamiliar. Geralt is the main character of the Witcher series.
Yeah. So.
And he has a good voice actor.
It's really weird that they got someone.
Well, the guy was talking in the trailer, and I was telling Riccio like that's Geralt.
Yeah.
That's what that sounds like. And Riccio was
Well,
like,
we searched
no,
it up.
it sounds different.
Well, he sounded like he was kind of not Geralt-y enough. Like he was someone trying to be Geralt. But then we read it up, and it said it wasn't the same dude or something. So it's like, okay, well, whatever. But then it's as if that sound clip from the trailer was another voice actor or something, and then they're like, okay, here's real Geralt. Because the second he says those same lines, like this is clearly Geralt right now. But anyway, I played that. Played that other stuff I mentioned earlier. Cry of Fear got a new co-op campaign added to it. I tried playing that on Steam. It was my first time actually playing the Steam version that wasn't the Half-Life 1 mod, kind of like that one.
Oh, its own.
Yeah. It looks way better than the Half-Life mod version of it. The co-op is way more busted. We had to like keep verifying files to get people to stay in, because what happened is when it would load like another map all Half-Life style, it would just crash and kick people out of the game. And there's no way to load back there with your whatever items you should have at that point. So that wasn't fun.
It's like loading into a mid mission checkpoint in Left 4 Dead, where it's just like
Pops you in.
you got your pistols.
Exactly. Still kind of fun. I remember, Dan, when we went through the original co-op of Cry of Fear, that like super stupid feeling of just running through things and having fun with friends still captures that, and it's still a lot of fun.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But
Literally speed running that co-op.
Yeah. That's actually kind of what happened. It was just us kind of like running through, like just.
Did you finish the whole thing?
No, we got 6 levels in, and then it kicked everybody out, so we stopped. You got some doorbells going on.
Fuck.
You guys take care of this, and Dan, I don't know, I'm gonna have to check that.
So, are you done, or can we move on?
I have more things.
I don't filler. Riccio, this is the worst thing that's ever happened on a podcast.
This is atrocious.
What would you guys say if it was actually just me?
I would actually laugh my ass off, to be honest with you.
Is it you?
If I just decided to show up mid-cast.
Is it you?
But like, how would you have done that?
Kumar, please confirm.
Well, I'm on a phone with Skype, so
Kumar 2014.
so long as you guys didn't know that I was in a car, it would have been okay.
Yeah, that is true. That's true.
I don't know if Riccio's picking up on the mic there.
Is he dead?
He's being stabbed back there. We're not doing anything.
I just like, because you can kind of see him, so he might be being stabbed.
This is really dumb.
This is real dumb. Well, anyway,
fantastic.
Does anyone here have any other games to talk about before we shut the whole thing the fuck down?
I don't know. I got really into Plants vs Zombies, or not? So not. Well, I'm playing it right now, but I got really into Kingdom Rush.
Vita?
No, it's $14.
You didn't get it free on Plus?
No, I didn't have Plus at that time.
Oh, I guess they must have pulled it down then, right?
Yeah, they pulled it down. Like, I don't.
That was maybe one of those ones that was on there for like a week or something.
Yeah, like I wanted to get it. I was looking at
Riccio, you're invading the space again.
Neighbors wondering what has happened while they've been gone on vacation. People prancing around their garage or something.
Seriously?
Should have told them to lick your balls and leave you alone.
Excuse me, sir. Lick my balls. No. Anyway,
Lick my balls.
Cry of Fear is fun. I don't know. What were you guys talking about?
Cry of fear.
Plants vs Zombies.
Plants vs. Zombies?
Lick my balls.
Dose?
Dose. No.
Okay.
Kumar, did you do that thing and download that hot Australian version?
Well, actually, I wanted to mention this. So I heard that it's actually a freemium game,
Yeah,
which
that's
kind
right.
of scares me.
A
Yeah.
freemium?
Yes, sir.
Well, supposedly,
Plants
if
vs. Zombies
you
2.
just sit and play through it like you would have played through the original Plants vs Zombies, you can do that for free.
Oh,
I think they said that.
cool.
Like it's all just kind of shortcut stuff.
Weird.
What is the paid stuff?
I really hope that doesn't
Affect the
translate
gameplay?
into what EA has done before.
Do you mean makes a game shit?
Well, no, there's
Yeah.
there's grinding elements to the original Plants vs Zombies, so it's just still
Yeah.
going to be that way.
But that's what I'm saying.
But
is that I
they're
hope it's
starting
still
out
like
with
that.
shortcut stuff. This is just all it is.
Oh, okay.
That's neat. I guess it keeps. Well, I guess the game's free, so keeps costs down.
I wonder when they're going to release it on other systems.
They were
'Cause
saying
I'm sure they
3
will.
weeks. Yeah, they were saying 3
No,
weeks.
no, I don't
for-
mean.
Oh, like just the
actually-
iOS release? You mean like on other platforms?
Yeah,
kind of thing?
like it's pretty much on everything right now. It's on DS. It's on Vita. It's on
Not on the Game Gear, though.
PS3, Xbox,
That's terrible. I wish it was.
PC. It's on it's
Yeah.
on everything.
Yeah.
But I wonder what. they're
Ouya?
actually-
Actually, yes.
Damn it. But anyway.
Do you
Our
wanna keep talking
momentum-
about
our
your
momentum
stuff,
is
Riccio?
dead.
Yeah, I just got a random things to mention. I kind of randomly bought Resident Evil 6 again on PC. Not again. I had it on 360. I bought it on PC. It was only $18. I know it's still a lot. It's stupid.
Oh, is that why you had sent us the that message saying that it looks great with 60 frames or whatever?
Yes, I wanted to mention that. What built up to that is I was playing Lost Planet 2 on PC because my buddy bought that for something I already had, though. And just playing that and being like, this is a Capcom game. This looks really smooth. And just the jump from like 60 frames, 30 to 60 frames is so intense But anyways, so I was like, oh, I kind of want to get Resident Evil 6, and then Green Man had their crazy sale going, and it was only $18. I'm like, okay, I'll jump on this. Resident Evil 6 without screen tearing, with super smooth things like just movement everywhere in the cutscenes and gameplay and everything, is kind of crazy, especially when the in-game pre-rendered cutscenes are kind of running at 30 frames and look like garbage, and then it's just like, oh no, you can't do this. It cuts into like gameplay for a QuickTime event and looks like fucking clear and moving smoothly. It's like, that's kind of intense.
Why didn't they just let the whole thing render?
Yeah. But no, you know what? Having to restart, I kind of forgot how fucking awesome Resident Evil 6 is, and I'm probably gonna
In like a dumb way.
Yeah, it's really dumb. But
Well, the way I've heard it described by people is it is like playing an action movie.
yeah,
Which
that is what it is.
Which I feel
Especially Chris's campaign.
I
But it
would
does it
feel
so-
like I would really enjoy that because I love dumb action movies.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Like I watched Expendables 2 and was super excited to rewatch that movie.
That is the definitive dumb action movie.
Hell yeah. And it is
Just ridiculous.
Wait, which movie?
Have you ever seen
Expendables 2.
Expendables
oh
2?
no, I haven't seen Expendables.
Oh my,
ones.
okay. Have you seen Expendables 1?
No, I've heard they're so fucking dumb, but like in a
No,
such
they
are-
amazing way though.
they
Yeah.
are-
Expendables 1 actually tries to maintain like a story and like
In like a narrative.
yeah, like and it does a pretty good job, and it has all the like
Expendables
cool.
2 just lets that shit go out the window.
You don't even understand. They're in an airport right at the end for no goddamn reason, and it's just clipping to like the
Mind you, it's the
barrels of
best
their
scene.
guns and like. Just all these different clip shots to like them shooting and people are fucking dying. Like there's no like nothing fucking matters. Schwarzenegger is standing beside Bruce Willis and they're shooting motherfuckers. Like,
And
then Chuck Norris shows up.
fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger says, "I'll be back," and Bruce Willis goes, "No, you've been back enough. It's my turn to be back." And then he runs away, and Arnold Schwarzenegger says, "Yippee ki yay!"
Oh my god.
There's
Riccio,
there's
Riccio,
there's
it's
a
literally
clear
just a clusterfuck of all the action heroes we grew up watching.
yes.
That's all
There's
it
a,
Is
there's
this
a,
available on Netflix?
it
Or
is
is
it is
both of them?
Yes.
I want to watch them in chronological order
Okay,
here.
so there is a shot of Chuck Norris
oh, don't
holding
ruin any of this.
a G36 with 5 clips. 5
I don't understand.
stacked out beside each other.
I don't
You
know.
don't have
5
to.
of
That's the
them.
beauty of it.
Well, I don't understand here though.
That would weigh like 15 pounds.
Oh my god.
And he's shooting it one-handed.
Yeah, he's literally just walking sideways. Like he's
like
walk
everything
strafing.
we are describing to you right now, like you doesn't fucking matter. You will watch that movie and just be like, "This is fucking." I don't even.
I'll have to use the US one for.
But there is also another moment where Chuck Norris roundhouse kicks a dude into an airport X-ray scanner and then shoots him a whole bunch of times, and it flashes a warning that says there's metal inside of it, and he goes, "Of course there is," and walks through the metal detector. Like, this movie is amazing. You don't
So
understand.
over the top.
All right, I will try and watch.
We're
this
only
then.
describing like a small fraction of the final.
Yeah, that sounds like
action
a
area.
half, like 30-second, not even 15-second clip. So I can imagine the rest is just fucking retarded.
But it's just fucking. You know, in action movies where they kind of establish like you have to kind of like fight out, get to that door or whatever.
Yeah.
Just fucking nothing. They are just basically running around in circles, killing motherfuckers in this place. Like,
It is amazing. It is the. I went and said this.
if you don't fucking break down laughing at how ridiculously that last part is edited, you have no soul.
Yes, you don't. But there's this moment where I walked in and told Scott like Expendables 2 is a great action movie. He went, "No, it is a good action movie." It is atrocious. There's no story and it's just gunplay.
If you were to look up dumb action movie in the dictionary, it would just say Expendables 2.
Yes.
That's
But
it.
man, that movie made me so happy.
That movie made me incredibly happy.
I'll have to check it out then.
Kumar, didn't we like go see that on the same night in like different theaters or something?
No, I saw
I'm pretty
it,
sure we did that.
It may have that may have been for the first one. The second one, I didn't see it until it was already out.
I snuck a Mickey into the theater for Expendables 2.
Mickey Mouse?
Yes.
Who did I go see Expendables 2 with?
It was real
Dustin
bad
America.
because
That's who I went and saw it with.
for people who drink can attest to this. When you're sitting down and you drink a lot of alcohol and then you stand up, you realize actually how drunk you are. That happened to me after I stopped laughing and got up at the credits for Expendables 2. Stood up and went, "Well, I'm a little more intoxicated than I meant it to be." Yeah,
But yeah, Expendables 2 is just like
it's a good
fucking just
Bruce Willis telling Arnold Schwarzenegger to shove it up his ass, and fucking
I can't wait till they make a game out of that movie.
Oh, there is a
They
game.
did. It's bad.
Oh my god, is there actually?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's a PS3
Oh, it was like this
exclusive.
terrible, like, wasn't it a twin stick or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe
Shit
we
sounds
actually
terrible.
talked about that on this podcast.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We definitely did.
We saw that trailer and we're like, we have to.
Have to avoid this at all costs.
Kind of. Well, it's apparently not bad, but it's just not good. Does that make sense? Anyway, I know you talked about Borderlands 2 earlier, and I just wanted to give, I guess, some sort of warning for anybody who's going to be attempting that new assault on whatever. What is it?
True Vault
19
Hunter.
is-
No, but what's the name of the thing? Somebody get
Dragons.
that though.
Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep.
On Dragon's Keep, that's what it is. If you're going to attempt this on True Vault Hunter, do not play with 4 players, or at least do it solo. I don't know how it is solo, because I went with 4 players.
Well, Kumar.
Solo, it's a joke.
Yeah.
Okay, even on True Vault Hunter?
He plays
Yep.
only on True
Okay.
Vault Hunter. Yeah.
So what inevitably
it's also a joke playing as
He
a
only
lower level
plays to
character
win.
on regular mode.
Yeah. So what inevitably happened with my playthrough of Tiny Tina's Assault on Butcher Bay? No. Anyway, that'd be fucking fantastic.
That was a
actually.
fantastic game, by the
Yeah,
way.
it was. But no, whatever happened with that
Speaking
playthrough.
of dumb action
Yeah.
movies, Chronicles of Riddick is
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
Anyways.
By the end of that
I
DLC,
didn't have him in it. That would have just topped everything off. If
Oh,
he
that's
drove a
right.
car into the airport, yeah, that would be good.
that'd be pretty
you
good.
saying if Vin Diesel just showed up out of nowhere.
Just
and
like,
kind of
but
was-
just drove a car into it. Like, wasn't an action thing. Just legitimately drove a sports car into the side and ran over someone and said, "Yo, I'm out," and just like pieced and peeled away, like drifted away.
that would be really dumb, but it would have to be like in a weird quick cut that made no goddamn sense.
Yeah.
Continuity wise.
Be perfect.
um,
The internet is dead.
yes. But anyways, in terms of that DLC, by the time we got to about halfway point, the 3 other people I was playing with, so the 4 of us, started to really hate everything about that DLC, other than the
Okay.
music and the locations.
Wouldn't you-
Because-
the dialogue must be so fine,
The dialogue was kind of alright. It was still
right? You
good.
shut your goddamn mouth.
It was still good.
You're the one who started hating Mr. Torg towards the end, and
yeah,
that
and-
means you have no soul.
But that was once again all was sort of like stop yelling at us type of Torque thing.
No, I was great the whole time.
but anyways-
you're clearly have no sense of humor.
I hate everything.
You
I
clearly-
cried through. I was like, that was me like trying to have fun. I don't know why I would be crying actually. That would make any sense. But anyway, I don't know why I'd be doing that
did it,
sound
like,
either.
Sexually molest you?
No. Oh my God, Devin. No. But no. So what happened is, Kumar, since you played through it, there's a part where you're kind of in this kind of undergroundy grave area where you're fighting
Yep.
skeletons and shit.
Yeah.
There are too many skeletons in there that maybe it's because we were playing 4-player. It probably was. Where we'd sit there and spend about a minute shooting into like one dude to kill a single person while it's like respawning more than one of that kind. Mainly like this one that would just shoot like fire explosions around it. Would take about a minute to shoot and you'd kill it and you'd be like, oh, thank God that thing's dead. Oh, there's 2 more. Come fucking great. As well as there's also these skeletons that sort of teleport and blink away. Like you kind of get too close, they blink away, or you shoot them too much,
Yeah.
they blink away. Each one of those like there was like 3 of them in one fight, and it took made us spend about 10-15 minutes just trying to clear that one fucking room with just those 3 things left alive. Just like shoot 2 bullets, oh, it teleported away. Shoot, oh, it teleported away, and it was so like the story and stuff is normally really good in Borderlands, and that's what pushes me to continue playing it because it's kind of like funny and you want to hear the next funny thing. But it made like that point made the gameplay so fucking bad for me that I just wanted to stop playing that DLC and
Maybe
just
you're just
stop
bad
that
at the game.
No, the thing is that we
Did you
were
ever think of that?
No,
Maybe you're just bad.
we were all level 44-ish. I was kind of always
Borderlands 2 was our game of the year. You can't talk shit.
Yeah, no, well, it was not this year anymore. No,
Well,
it's not,
it
sorry, it's not
wasn't-
last year anymore.
It wasn't my game of the year.
But point is, we had one dude who was over leveled than us and had like fucking amazing weapons, and we still couldn't kill that shit fast enough.
That's probably part of
Max
what the
Payne
problem
came
was
in at
as well.
number 2, didn't
yeah,
it?
and
Yeah, and Far Cry 3 was 3rd, I think.
Yeah.
I think so. But either way, and then like by the time the final boss rolled around to that DLC, we were just fucking done with the way that fight had to go. And I don't remember how long that fight was. It must have been like 10-15 minutes of just like holding the right trigger and just watching.
Hey,
this
Kumar,
stop
you
bar.
probably rolled through that
It was
shit in like 5
yeah,
seconds, right?
I kind of
No, like there's actually a lot of parts that are in fact difficult. I kind of know what Ricio's talking about. It's like
Yeah.
there's like this oversized king skeleton, and he takes
yeah.
a massive beating, and then his head pops off and chases you.
oh my god,
And
that fucking
all the while, there's a bunch of his little minions kind of spawning at you. So that part actually did give me a little bit of a problem as well.
yeah.
Mind you, it's not the kind of problem that slows you down to the point that you don't
That
want to
mattered.
keep going through it. It just kind of pisses you off a little bit, and you
This is some
kill everyone.
difficulty in Borderlands, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it was one boss pissed us off so fucking much because it was enough that we had to shoot through it and shoot at it like constantly. When it started fucking healing itself during the fight, we were just like, we just spent like 3 minutes firing at that thing, and it just healed that entire thing back up. We're like, we just gotta just gotta beat this fucking DLC right now. We're just gonna beat this fucking DLC. We're gonna quit. We're just gonna fucking quit. We gotta beat it.
You probably shouldn't have played on True Vault Under.
Well, it's not
4 people.
Yeah, I think it's the 4 people thing that made it that crappy. Because the reason we want to play
True Vault Hunter with like 2 is kind of difficult.
Yeah, the reason we wanted to do True Vault Hunter, Jesus, was to kind of still get weapons and items because we still want to see that crazy shit. And I don't know, we going through on the other mode that would things like we probably wouldn't get experience, and the guns we'd get would always be kind of crappy-ish. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It was still kind of cool. They had
Maybe try to check it out just on your own. Like try powering through, see if
Well, he
if it's the
finished
same
it.
kind of annoyance when you're playing by yourself.
Yeah, well, I might try to do the co-op, not the co-op, the extra side missions after like that kind of unlock. I'll try to go back and do those.
Level 57.
Maybe. We'll see.
I need Kumar to help me finish that game.
But yeah, it was just
No, he'd over-level everything.
I was really sad about that. Because starting that DLC, having so much fun, the story beats and all that funny joke shit, and then by the end, just like being fucking pissed off at it was just like not enjoyable. I really wanted to like it, and I don't know. Anyway, I want to mention that just don't play it on True Vault Hunter 4-player if you're gonna play it, because it'll make you hate Borderlands' shooting so fucking much.
I'd imagine that most of Borderlands played 4-player True Vault Hunter is probably pretty difficult.
Yeah. Well, the thing is also in this DLC,
Because
they
that's the
didn't.
most difficult that game can be.
Yeah, but also, well, no, there's another difficulty thing I think over now.
Oh yeah,
There's Ultimate Vault Hunter too, I think.
New game plus 2,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much, eh?
but what was crappy is that the fact that we had to shoot things so much, and there were no shops. There are no shops for long periods of time. There's a lot of
It's
chests
only
that have ammo.
shrines, and those things are stupid.
Yeah, shrines that you have to spend the purple stuff on it, or there's like chests that you can open up that normally have a lot of ammo. But for 4 people firing at a thing for like 3 minutes, there's not enough ammo going around. So you had people just kind of like either mailing or just being like, "Well, my last gun here's."
You know what it is though,
kinda
right? Like some of the, or I should say some, but there's a lot of, at least in my playthrough through it, there was a lot of a lot of drops that were either relics or like those class specific buffs kind of thing.
Not enough guns.
There were a lot of drops like that, and a lot of them were team related. Like
Yeah.
I still have some of them in my inventory, and they're all related to like regenerating team ammo and team shield and this and that. So I think they probably wanted you to play
Yeah.
with people, but I don't think it works that way, because then you're also telling people how to set their class up kind of thing.
The cool thing though about those class mods is all the names of them have like D&D things like Cleric of Divine something, or like just weird shit like that, which is awesome.
I've been an unstoppable point man for as long as I can remember.
Yeah, I think mine. I don't remember. It was like something assassin, ninja assassin.
Legendary soldier or something.
Jesus.
Yeah,
that
me and
sounds cool.
Kumar commando people. The best class in the game, arguably. 2 turrets down that are just fucking wrecking shit.
I can imagine that.
When
Be
there's
pretty cool.
both of us, there's 4 turrets. Like it's over.
That was the best. Is when we finished the final boss. The person in chat, Skinned M, is the guy who played it with me.
Fucking spoil that shit.
He said when we finished the final boss, it was just like because he was over leveled. It was like for experience. So he like gained nothing from that DLC other than getting angry.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of shitty, but hilarious at the same time.
Anyways,
Actually, that's kind of how I feel right now, where there's certain things that I'm killing that take forever, and it says the exact same thing. It's like 2-3 XP.
yeah, like oh,
Well, you've got to be kidding me.
But anyways, other than that, the only other game I played was Shadow of the Colossus, the HD version of it. Looks way better, plays way better.
I want to remap the controls in that game so bad to feel proper.
You try to hit jump with X. I was
Yeah,
doing that for a
all the
while.
time.
Yeah, I was doing that for a while. I got now I'm in. I got it. I just it's back in my brain. I'm good. I have played it before, so killing the Colossus is Colossi are is a bit easier.
Oh yeah, you're
but,
probably just like, all right, I go up there for that.
yeah.
one, yeah.
But I also vividly remember the ones I hated, and then being like, oh, I wonder what the next one is, and then not realizing it till you get to the arena, and you're just like, oh, fuck. But then
I
finishing
think I
it.
got 4 Colossi into that game. And
Yeah?
then I'm still struggling with these controls sometimes.
I'd have to ask the stream people or load up my save, but I think I'm at like 6 or 7. I know I'm at 6. I know for sure when I hit save, I saw a 6.
There's the one
but,
on
yeah.
top of the like,
Big
I
old
want to say
stick
like
hand.
a tipping
Yeah. It doesn't
circular
tip,
thing. Okay, maybe whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just tipped.
Yeah.
That's the last one I beat.
Yeah.
That's like 3 or 4, I think.
They're all really cool, and having the motion blur craziness and the fucking effects and all that crap going on and not having it really slow down is kind of a cool way to experience
Isn't
that
the original
game.
one's frame rate kind of like bad?
Yeah, it was like sub 15 at some points, and but it
That's
felt really cool.
brutal.
You're just like the fact that it was slowing down kind of felt cool because there's like a lot of shit is going on, and this is fucking awesome.
I feel like in older console days, if the frame rate broke, it was like, yo, this game is
Look at
clearly
this.
doing some shit.
Yeah.
Like
God,
when you
this
do
broke.
random all into a 4-player game of 007 Nightfire
Oh,
and
that's
get
how
the
you
smallest map with all rockets,
Yep.
unlimited ammo.
Yep.
That shit'll just explode your
My
entire
GameCube
console.
pretty much fucking broke. You could
That's-
hear the disc
We used to-
spinning faster.
We used to
and
play.
it was running at about 4 frames a second.
We used to play that game with Oddjob Hat, but like what it was like whoever was. We played like a modified version of like Halo Zombie, but it was like whoever was Oddjob.
Oh, had to like...
He passed the controller around. Oh
my God.
It was pretty good. Oh, the games we had to make up as kids.
So that's it for games. I don't know if you guys had any last minute things to add.
No.
No.
I
Nope.
have other random stuff, but not worth talking about.
All right, newsy stuff.
Why are we even... I don't want to talk about this.
I just want
Yeah.
to. I want to. Fine. There's something I want to mention that I completely forgot now. God damn it! I was gonna say like before I forget, I'm gonna say it first, and I was fucking.
Actually, because you want to mention this, now you have to watch The Expendables. Because
Yeah, that's what I was gonna lead in with. Okay, Rambo's got a video game coming out. That's a full price, not a fucking download game for 360, PS3, and PC. Probably
That
gonna
was
be budget.
not an arcade game?
No,
That looked
it
like
had, It
garbage.
had boxes at the end. I'm
That
guessing it's
is
gonna be,
Rogue Warrior 2.
Yeah, but it looked like it's gonna be a budget, probably $29 or $39 on PC.
That is Rogue Warrior 2.
Yeah.
Except Rogue Warrior launched at 60.
Could be funny though, right?
Roguist
it could be
warrior.
funny. It could be funny. All right, Rambo's getting a game.
Is Mickey Rourke voicing him? Because that would be hilarious.
No idea.
Sylvester Stallone should do it, like, because he was
Clearly
Rambo.
not Sylvester Stallone in this trailer.
It says coming winter 2013. Sorry, I was looking for a release date.
What did we do over there?
Yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted to mention. The PS3's light bar on the controller was like, for some reason, people went apeshit knowing that you can't turn that light off. And they're like, oh, what's going to reflect in my
Did you
screen?
see the
They
tech demo
announced-
on that? Like, it clearly reflected in the screen. Like,
I have a plasma too,
significantly.
so
So I have something to mention with this. So first, they mentioned the developers can turn it off if you want. Totally cool. I'm glad they can do that. But the second they mentioned this, I was like, that's fucking stupid. Like the way I play it, put my controller below me anyway, so to me it doesn't matter. And the second I said that, I looked at my TV while I was playing Shadow of the Colossus, and I noticed that whenever the hell I talk when I'm casting, I see my mixer perfectly reflected in my TV, and I was like, no, I didn't notice this before. Now I noticed this, and it was just, it's horrible now.
whenever I play PS3 games,
Yeah.
that one red light
Yeah.
that pokes out the top of the controller is like the way I hold my controller is angled like directly into my eye, reflecting on my TV.
Really?
And I'm
Oh,
like,
that's terrible.
So yeah, now I will forever know that my mixer is in my friggin' monitor screen thing. That's like when I play.
I told you to move it.
I can't.
Put it out here. It'll be
You,
fine.
you should get a
Just get a
little
little stand-up
Yeah,
thing,
a
like
little
for a
stand.
I was actually gonna get a shitty styrofoam cup and just be just over that thing whenever I'm.
When I used to have my PC faced like towards my bed, so
Yeah.
like flashing like this light right here, essentially.
Yeah.
But it's like it's
The
just it's
power
like
on
a
light?
bright blue power on LED. Used to be facing the way like my eyes.
Yeah.
So when I lived at my old place, I used to like put like a cover over it basically because I just like turn over at night and just be like, oh Jesus, that is a blue laser destroying my eyeballs.
Yeah, I had to actually unplug mine. Like I went into the case and removed it because it was too bright.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It would legitimately light up the top of my like room and give it all this weird reddish glow. It looked like I was in like an state of emergency the whole time because it just wouldn't go away.
All right, Riccio. Next piece of news.
All right, so China is going to end that ban on video game consoles that's apparently been going for about 10, 15 years.
Yep, something like that.
That could
I'm
be
so glad
crazy.
that you pick news relevant to us.
Hey, new generation, they'll be able to experience that.
Nobody cares.
All right, fine. PlayStation has teased.
Continually teased this When Worlds Collide image.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
And they finally today on Wednesday put out a tweet with a better picture with showing more things, and also they mentioned Insomniac games. So
And also at the bottom, there's more words.
yeah, there's more words. It says when worlds collide, heroes return.
But they put Insomniac, so it's probably Ratchet and Clank, and people are speculating that it's like some sort of, like maybe Jack and Daxter or something crossover,
Yeah.
because
be
it's
pretty
saying
crazy.
When Worlds Collide. So New Ratchet and Clank game. I'm excited.
That's actually something I've started playing this week.
I think
Ratchet and
maybe
Clank
it's
1.
NeoGaf or something was talking about a name of the
Yeah.
game. Apparently, it's
Oh,
Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus.
Yeah,
or
Into the
something.
Nexus, yeah. Because they saw that on somebody's PlayStation account playing game thing when they were signed in.
Oh,
But who knows? Who knows?
I like Ratchet and Clank, which you should talk about.
Yeah, I started playing
Because
the
I
first
have
one.
long defended Ratchet and Clank, and then you had the gall to tell me in a text like, "Hey, that game's actually fun." I was like, "You motherfucker!"
I never talked shit about it though. I just remember.
I can distinctly remember you being like, "Oh, that game is shit."
No, Dan. No, I did not. But no,
you telling me like, "Hey, that game's actually hella fun," and I was like, "This motherfucker right here."
it's. I didn't
Dan,
mean.
should I play All for One then?
All for One's not what. Have you played the other Ratchet and Clank games?
No.
Don't start with All for One. Maybe don't even ever play that one. I'm
Okay.
talking like core Ratchet and Clank games. So Ratchet and Clank, Going Commando, Up Your Arsenal, Deadlocked, Tools of Destruction, and Crack in Time.
Having.
Yes, I just named all.
Yeah, playing the first one on cast yesterday was kind of interesting because having people come in who kind of had that as their like game that they play when they were in, like going through their childhood and stuff, or when they were younger, seeing like the enthusiasm behind like, oh my god, like, it's Ratchet and Clank, and just talking about stuff and about the next games that I'm gonna get to at some point, and it was just like, holy fuck, man, like I really want to get into this game now because
The guns in those games, man.
Yeah.
It's great.
so far I can throw grenades and I have a flamethrower, and it's pretty cool so far.
The thing about the way the Ratchet and Clank games are is that guns do have max levels.
Yeah.
So it kind of encourages you to, well, I use this flamethrower all the time, but now it's maxed out. So maybe I should try
something
some of
else.
these other guns. Yeah. So
Yeah, so that, I'm gonna keep playing. I think I'm gonna finish Sly before I go into Ratchet and Clank again.
I said if you'd thought about this ahead of time,
Yeah.
you should have played the Sly games, the Ratchet and Clank games, and the Jack and Daxter games in chronological release order.
The only reason I can't play the Jack and Daxter games is because they haven't gone on sale on PSN yet that I've noticed. They probably
The
did.
first one did. It was $2.
Oh, well, I didn't pick it up. I want to try to get the collection because I know there's the HD collection of that as well. So maybe I'll wait until I see that either for cheap, the disc version or the download, and I'll pick that up.
You're an HD collection.
Ooh, thank you. Anyways, another news. Nintendo was like, "Hey, that Super Smash Brothers Brawl or Brawl? What, Brawl? That's the Wii one.
Yes.
Was it like
The one that they were having the issue with
Yeah.
is Melee.
Melee? Sorry. Okay, so like you
Super
can't.
Smash Bros. HD Melee.
What?
That's what they're gonna call it.
No, this isn't about the new
this is something
one.
else.
Oh, okay, never mind.
They're just like, hey, you can't.
I just failed you so miserably. I'm
so
sorry.
So Evo's gonna be going on soon. And there's like, you can't stream Smash Bros. Melee. You can't do that. No streaming. And everyone's like, yo, what the fuck? And then they're like, okay, you can stream it.
Seriously?
That's the gist of what happened. I'm pretty sure there
What
was
did
more
they gain out
technical
of being
terms.
so ridiculously anti-streaming?
Apparently, the hate of a lot of their fans.
Yeah,
Yep.
Man,
which makes them go, okay.
But they've reversed all this
Yeah.
stuff. So
I pulled a Microsoft.
Oh,
Uh,
a Microsoft 360. That's
Yeah.
what that move is called,
Yeah.
I believe. Now, officially, I've coined it right here.
speaking of
Exclusive.
taking things away from your fans, Valve has officially taken away all your Dota 2 beta invites.
Yeah, Dota 2 beta gone. You can no longer get into the Dota 2 beta.
They're like, fuck that game, we're done with it. Now they released it. So now it's available to play for everybody. Except for,
no, I believe they said they're letting people access it in waves.
yeah,
to,
because
like,
they don't want to blow up the Steam servers.
Yeah.
So you can sign up for it, and then they'll shoot you an
Although
email.
I'd have to
being like,
imagine
"Hey,
that
download
most people that care about Dota are playing Dota already.
Yep.
What is cool though is that if you participated in the beta, if you log in, you check your backpack, you do have a health stone or weird stone thing of like something.
So I played one match of the beta in
It
a
has
private
nothing-
match on your cast.
Yeah, it
so
has-
I'll have this thing.
Yeah, but what it
Great.
does is it depends on how many Dota 2 invites you gifted to people. It'll kind of have.
I gave all of mine away.
So if you actually, the thing is, I traded them, so I don't know if those counted, but it said it said I had 8 on my little item, so I don't know what that means. If it counted, if I actually invited 8 people, or if it counted the trades. So if you gave all of yours away, there's a chance that yours also has a number.
When I got a bunch in, I just went down my friends list and gifted one to everyone that didn't have it.
There you go. So you probably have a fucking crazy number on that thing. I had 4 invites left that I never used
Good thing
because
I'm not playing that game yet.
yeah,
I had like 9 or something like that.
yeah, a bloodstone. Sorry, I'm being told. And it counts trades. So yeah, so if you
There
have
you go.
a high number, you could probably sell that thing for millions.
Oh, does it like lock in
Yeah,
at a certain power level, basically?
Yeah. So or I'm not sure if
What
it
does it
actually
do?
levels up. Nothing. Did you think you
Oh,
just put
it's
it on your
just-
dude? And I think if it's a higher level, it'll like glow more or be bigger or something. I don't know.
Oh.
But you can't upgrade that number anymore because the beta's done. So
I should just log in and check my number and then take a screenshot.
yeah,
and
if it's like
then close
like
those two.
40, it's sell that for like $70,000.
Because people want one.
Probably.
I never got 40
Bigger
invites.
glow.
I probably got like 10 or 12, and I tried. Well, that's the thing. I sent to them all as gifts, but
Yeah.
I have no idea if the people accepted them or not.
Okay. Imagine you like go in, you equip to yours. It has like 50 trades. It's just a ball of light. Like it's just you can't even see your spawn point or anything.
I'm the only one that has it,
Yeah.
and I never play Dota. Whoops. I kind of
Yeah.
feel bad because I noticed they did just wipe all the invites from your
Yeah.
inventory.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad for the people that were basically collecting those things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because people have collected like they haven't ever wiped beta invites like that before. Some
I
people
wish they
have.
would though.
I have an Air Mech 2 beta invite that's just sitting in
Same.
my Steam library,
Same.
just to be like, hey.
And we still have like the Super Monday Night Combat ones as well. Anyway.
I actually traded those to you. To you of mine.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wow. So you wiped yourself from it. Anyways, in other random crap, EA announced their pricing for next gen games. At least the European prices. So if you live in Europe and I guess it's pounds. If you pay, it's usually 50
Europe
pounds.
is
You mean
euros.
Euros. I just fucked that up real good. Euros. I'm sorry.
I was almost in shock. at
My
what you
brain.
said.
My brain. No good right now. I'm so sorry. Euros. It's instead of 50, it's now 55. Which, if you translate that to or convert that to USD, it's $80. So
What?
ours apparently won't be going up, but in Europe it's going to be going up by 5 euros.
Didn't they raise Australia's or
Ooh, I don't know.
somewhere that used to be really low
Mm-hmm.
got raised to like? Oh fuck! I don't remember.
I know Australia's always been getting
Something about
gypped.
Battlefield 3 got raised somewhere from like 20. Like Battlefield 3 cost 20. Battlefield 4 is going to be like 60. But that's like those are the launch prices. So the 20 was equivalent to 60 or something.
Wow.
But then it's I don't remember the
That's
full
crap.
story. It was actually last week at some point, so I'm surprised we didn't talk about it somewhere.
I feel like I'm supposed to know about this, but I can't remember why.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't ring a bell for me.
But anyway,
It was on Polygon.
okay.
So-
So for this price change, though, I think it's only for console games, from what I can tell. PC
I thought it
prices
was
will probably.
PC games.
Well, it says next gen, so that I feel like that. I know next gen titles also come for PC, but PC has always been a little bit cheaper. If anything, maybe PC prices won't be 55; they'll be 45 now, which is still kind of crap. But yeah,
Well, it's still better than 60.
yeah. But I don't know what it feels like to pay $45 for a new game like that, or $55, because for us it's always been 59. I know it's crazy conversion ratio or whatever, whatever change. If we were to go to the store and it would be $80, I know Australian people probably have to deal with that. It's like $99, and it's completely messed up to see that number. But if we see $80 in the US or in Canada, I think that'd be like crazy. And
Oh,
not
yeah.
to just be like, oh, it's only crazy here, but I just mean like that would hit it right home of like, holy fuck, these prices are stupid.
Yeah, that would just it would be too much.
Yeah.
Well, I think the reason the games can sit at like 60, sometimes $70 is because they've been that way for so long.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, you guys like that Xbox One thing where you have a digital library that you can load from everywhere?
No.
Say yes.
He said no because it was on Xbox One.
Can he say yes though?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be a cool idea in other things?
Yes.
Oh, sweet, cool. It's on the PlayStation 4 as well. If ever
You mean I could play Knack anywhere?
exactly,
Great.
which kind of makes
Wicked.
sense because if you bring your account on the PS3, you can download your game. It's available everywhere that you sign your PSN into.
Wonderful.
Wait a minute. Does that mean they're not going to have like...
Limited things. I don't know how that's gonna work. It's probably still gonna
Maybe
be like,
it's just going to be like you can activate 2 systems.
while you're signed in or something.
Well, no, but it's like... Or you can play it anywhere when you're signed in.
Yeah,
Kind of like how Xbox is right now, where you have the one home system
yeah.
where you've initially bought the game, but you can sign into other consoles and download the games and play them so long as you're signed in
Yeah.
to the interwebs.
Trying to read here, it doesn't say anything about some sort of limit, but I'm pretty sure there's got to be something, so you can't just game share trade thing again.
It'll probably be
Well,
like
that'll be pretty great since they'll have like streaming
Yeah,
games and stuff, so you can just stream your games to any PS4 console.
yeah.
pretty cool.
What I'm worried about is that
Well, not at launch, but
yeah, well, they say when you download, it'll stream the game download to you, so you can kind of start right away. Apparently, also, if you put the disc version in, it'll also install to your hard drive slowly in the background while you're playing, so it loads faster. I wonder if there is going to be like a limit to how many games you'll have installed, or if it's just like, let's say like a 10 gig cache that it's always just using. So let's say you put another game in, then it's going to start installing some things while you're playing that game. You put another game in, it's going to start installing some things. Just to kind of, the more you play one game, then it'll start loading faster, but not so that, hey, I'm playing 7 different games. What? My hard drive's full for some reason. What the fuck is going on? Like, I don't want that
what
to.
What danger you're talking like?
The what?
What danger you're talking about? I have no idea.
No, it's because the PS4 hard drive is only 500 gigs.
Only.
Yeah, well, it's only 500 gigs, but imagine these games being like, I don't know, 40 gigs.
Well, here's something that I learned with the PS3, because I just loaded a 750 gig into my PS3.
Yeah.
You can load whatever the hell you want into them, and I'm assuming they won't take that functionality out of the PS4.
They
No,
confirmed
you can
that
do
it
that.
would
Yeah,
be
you
in
can.
the PS4.
So then I'll go out, pay the $90, and put a 1.5 terabyte in.
Yeah, but
problem solved.
I'm saying for like a general
4
consumer.
terabyte, man. Just
Yeah.
6 terabyte. Just
But no, Devin, what I'm trying to say is
network
like
drive.
for an average consumer who maybe won't, because I never did that for mine, and I've kind of always wanted to, but I just never did it because I'm either lazy or I just don't feel like
Probably
it.
should, don't you?
I-
Have
I know-
60?
Yeah, I'll have a
I
60.
picked up a 750 gig hard drive for $30.
Yeah, but anyways, the point is,
Hacker.
It was more expensive for me to buy an internal one than the enclosured unit.
but my point is let's say Uncharted 3 was what, 40 gigs or something stupid like that.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
So imagine, say you get a PS4, you have like 8 games, and each one you put in keeps installing itself to your drive. If you're not realizing that, 'cause it's just doing that in the background of every game you put, if you go to like buy another one and it puts it in, it's like, oh, we can't do this process because you're out of thing. Or you go to download a game off the PSN, it's
But
like, oh,
you'd
you
be
have to-
taking the disc out
yeah.
to put it the other way.
That's what I'm saying.
You're thinking crazy.
No, what
Yeah,
I'm saying
you're
is like,
thinking crazy, bro.
what I'm hoping is that there's like a small partition thing that it's just kind of re-eating the same space over and over and like deleting the old one while you switch discs and shit, instead of just installing everything. And
I have
keeping
no
it
idea
there.
what the fuck you were
Yeah,
talking about.
you're
Okay.
You're not talking architecture at all.
No. Okay, you know
no,
how...
it's not. You're saying the PS4 games installed a hard drive from the
No,
disc.
no. They don't. Yeah, sort of. They cache a lot of stuff while you're playing it, no matter what. There's no install.
So
it's
what you're
just
saying is you're hoping that you can
that it's
that
not.
it's not just over caching every single game that you play, so it's using up like 10 extra gigs a game. You're hoping that it's the same space that it uses to cache.
No. I'm saying that it slowly installs the whole disk to your drive, so that it doesn't have to load. So it loads faster. So what I'm hoping is that if I put another disk in, it's gonna like take that same. Let's say I put in.
Why?
Just because if you keep putting in different games and it's keep installing more and more games, by like 8 games your fucking drive is full. Because
But it's just going to utilize the information that's already been installed on the drive.
yeah, but I'm saying if you put a different, like if you're
But then it's just going to cache that. It's going to push the other one to the install files.
Is it a cache
and
or is
it'll
it
be
an
fine.
install?
it's like a cache install.
Then it's going.
apparently.
It'll finalize the installation after it's done caching. You don't have to worry about it overloading or anything like that. It will remove out the cache files that are not required.
I don't know if you guys fully understand which way I'm talking about. I'm saying
Talking about sideways.
think like a year from now. So you have like 30 games for your PlayStation 4.
Right.
Yeah, and you still have a 500 gig hard drive in it.
Right.
But I won't.
But say that I put a game
I
in.
will, because
Say-
I'm too lazy to change that stuff out. Okay.
Say like day one, I buy a game, I put it in, I play
Right.
it installs. Let's say 50, like the 50 gigs. Say each game is 50 gigs.
Right.
It's 50 gigs. I'm like, oh cool. Like next week, I buy another game, I buy another one. It does 50 gigs. Now I'm at 100 gigs used here. I'm hoping that it won't just keep stacking and just keep games installed in the background without kind of telling you, is what I'm saying. Because by the time you get
And
to
I'm
that,
saying we don't know if it's a full install or
that's
cache
yeah,
memory.
but that's the thing.
If
but
it's caching stuff ahead of time, like the
Yeah.
Naughty Dog games
Yeah.
do, then you probably don't have to worry about this crazy thing that you're talking about. If it's installing,
Yeah, well,
you're
yeah.
done playing, like on the PS3, when you're done playing, you delete that system.
Oh yeah,
data.
yeah. No, I know it's possible. I'm just hoping it's not always just like installing the full like 50 gigs in the background and keeping it there without you knowing. Because at one point somebody's gonna be like, "Why don't I have space? Like, what happened? I didn't do anything."
This
Does
is
that
an
make sense?
irrational fear that you were having.
I'm. It's not my fault. Like I'm
It's
totally gonna be okay with it.
Fucking insane.
Yep.
I'm just saying because PS3 when
I
you
feel
don't have.
sorry for our listeners having to listen
No,
to you explain that to
what
us.
I'm saying is on the PS3 you don't have to worry because you put a game in. It's like okay, we're gonna have to install here. It's gonna use like whatever amount of gigs. But if it's not telling you that, it's just like hey, I'm just gonna keep installing shit. You're gonna wondering what.
But
the
it
fuck.
has a limit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you're-
yeah, I know.
You were talking fucking crazy right here. Is what's
Hey,
happening.
I don't think it's that crazy.
You are.
I feel like you just
Somebody-
looked at
some-
like PS4 space my PS4 is gonna have a 60 gig drive because my PS3 does. I am literally exploding.
No, but not to be like,
500 gigs. The fuck is this shit?
no, but
That's like 2 games. Ah!
no, but not to be like a dick, but like I end up getting a lot of games over time just because like I keep buying shit.
Well, here's the thing. You are the minority.
Yeah, I know.
And therefore, you do not matter.
Yeah, but the minority,
no,
being the minority is different because, like, I'm saying, like, over, let's say, the span of 10 more years of PS4, I know it's really stupid because 10 years is stupid. You'll be deleting
I'll
shit.
have
You'll
a
learn that. thing.
13 terabyte hard drive.
Yeah, that's fine. But anyways, I've clearly messed up the explanation somehow. But anyway, it doesn't
I
matter.
understand what you're saying. You're worried
I
that
think I understand what you're
it
saying.
will not
Yeah, that's
notify you of the massive amounts of cached or installed
Yeah,
data.
And I think that is literally a question that cannot be answered.
No,
right
I know.
now.
No, it's not it wasn't any of that worry. I'm just hoping that there's just like a small block of like 20 gigs that's just constantly like.
We have no idea.
No, I'm that's what I'm not saying it is. I'm just
Linux.
I'm trying
I
to.
have no idea what you're scared of for some
Put in
reason.
a game. It's like, oh, we were trying to install the game, but you now have Linux.
Whoops.
Red Hat.
But anyways,
The new Linux release is called NAC.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Anyway, with all that
So
stuff.
moving forward
Yes.
from Riccio's irrational fears.
Okay. I fucking hate you guys.
no. Like you should go back and listen to that when you're editing it, and literally be like, "I'm listening to a crazy man."
To me, it would make sense because it makes sense.
And
to
then
me.
I need to put the tinfoil hat on or it won't install my game correctly.
Because it makes sense to me.
Well, it
Well
does.
said, Riccio.
I'm just hoping there's like 20 gigs that's just
If
constantly
anyone
using.
listening to this in the comments can explain what the fuck Riccio just said,
I would actually like that. Yeah, try to make sense.
I would
of what
like
I
it
said.
too.
I would like to know what is going on.
Either write what you think I explained, or be like explain if you agree or completely disagree,
Better
or if
yet,
you're just like
better yet. Here's a challenge. Everyone, so the first part of this challenge, it's a 2-tier thing.
Transcript.
The first thing is explain what Riccio really meant, and then explain what you understood. And we'll see how those link up.
All right.
I understood him not being a fanboy, but I got it from the chat.
I don't even understand that.
Nope.
Next
Damn it, you
news,
guys. We need
next piece of news.
we
Watch
need more
Dogs.
sleep. We need more sleep. No, okay. So Miyamoto was talking about that Super Mario 3D World for the Wii U. Was like, this game's gonna be super crazy, and I believe.
What if it's not? What if it keeps caching things to your hard drive?
I don't know. No, then your Wii U would just.
What-
explode.
what-
Actually, that'd be horrible for the Wii U.
What the hell is a Wii U?
What?
What?
Nothing.
Oh my god. Anyways,
Shut up, Kumar. You're drunk. Go home.
he was quoting something he said at the end was that like, oh, we got like Mario Kart 8 coming out next spring, and then we have another franchise like lined up that we haven't talked about that I'm totally like nonstop working on, and that's what I'm totally working on. It's like, what other what?
Zelda.
Miyamoto's on something crazy, you guys. We gotta find out.
There's no new Metroid
Don't
game
kill
announced, it's
Miyamoto.
probably that. I hope it's Metroid.
A new Metroid game would be
New franchise,
logical and intelligent.
Does the new
So
no,
it's
there
gonna
is
be
not
a
any.
Sonic game?
does new franchise mean like a new character and everything? Like would they? No, that'd be a new IP, I guess, right?
Yeah, that'd be new intellectual property.
Damn it.
Close that page.
Fuck it.
Grand Theft Auto
5
4.
got a gameplay trailer. What did it show? Swoopy swoop, different character swapping, and some like stats on the side, and a shed.
Yeah, everybody wants to know what's in that shed.
Yeah.
Do you know what's in the shed?
The shed.
Drugs.
Shedding cats.
You're probably right, Kumar.
Yeah,
it's probably
you're
drugs.
probably all right.
Drugs and hookers.
Just like there.
Or just being a little dick here. If you go to the shed and you open it up, spoilers of a Valve game that came out with something. You go down an elevator and then
But what if it starts caching that data on your PS3?
Oh my god! I hope it doesn't.
But what if it's doing an install?
It does have to install
But what if the install stays there? What if the cache stays there?
No, legitly speaking though, on the 360 you need to install 8 gigs. So if anybody has the non-hard drivey thing, you should get a hard drive if you're gonna get Grand Theft Auto 5 because you apparently need to install that shit. Apparently, so watch out. Watch out.
Fuck Microsoft.
Xbox One pre-orders are now sold out at Best Buy. Yeah, go next gen. Want to mention that. Also,
Actually, really good news.
Amazon has sold out of Xbox Ones, PS4s, PS4 bundles for day one launches, like the day one launch guaranteed stuff.
Yeah.
EB Games has sold, or EB Games and GameStops have sold out of PS4 pre-orders entirely. At one point during the week, they were done with PS4s, but they still had some bundle packages ones. But now everything's fucking gone. So, if you're thinking of pre-ordering those consoles, maybe go out and do it
Too
soon.
fucking bad.
Yeah, well, maybe go to like your smaller stores and try because it's gonna be hard to get one. I think soon.
The actually, it's kind of funny, guys. You know about the source, right?
Yep.
Of course.
Yeah.
So they're taking pre-orders for the first time, at least in my understanding, and they are taking $50 to guarantee a pre-order.
They've taken pre-orders for games before, but they
But
I
has it
have
ever
never
been like? Have they ever
trusted-
actually taken? Have they collected money though for them?
I don't know.
yes,
Because it's the first time I've seen that.
but like they did the standard $5 down thing. But a really weird thing with the source is that I feel like they don't trust their own company to fulfill the pre-orders because they always have a guarantee on source pre-ordered games where if you don't get it day one, it's free because clearly we fucked up and didn't ship it to the store. Like it's that kind of just like
Oh, really?
they don't trust their own company to ship the pre-ordered games to them, so you will get it for
Nice.
free. It's like a weird.
That is really weird.
That's why I never wanted to pre-order games from the source.
But if they do fuck up, you get a free game.
Yeah, but
That is good.
Then I wouldn't have the game right away. I'd have
But
to
then you could
wait
just-
until it eventually appeared out of the ether to the source store. Like
That can happen. But then they'll already have your cash, and if they keep your cash, and then they take your cash and they turn the cash. Anyways,
They
moving on
launder
to
the
something.
cash.
I don't even know if this website is. I've just seen
I've
this
never heard
news
of
story.
this
Yeah, I've
site
never heard
before.
of PlayStation Universe. I'm so sorry, PlayStation Universe. If you're crazy, I haven't seen this on any other website. Maybe it is now. By the time we're reading this, Witcher 3 is apparently coming out for the PlayStation Vita. The fuck?
What?
Also, the title for this, when I clicked on it, says Witcher 3 on PS Vita will have flexible and universal controls, says game director. My first thought is, what the fuck, Witcher 3 on Vita? Like, I did not know that was happening. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
actually
no
happening.
Imagine this was not supposed to be released until like closer to launch.
I'm just gonna type
oh
it
my
out.
god, you
would just
didn't
mess up the
fucking read
plans
that
real bad.
article.
What? Remote play.
Like, yeah, you fucking.
I told you guys I was reading this stuff before you guys rushed me to start this shit. And then I say some weird cash-ass stories, and then I don't even have a train of thought no more.
That cash shit was not a story. That was
That was a story. I thought it was...
Ramblings of a madman.
I thought it was an excellent story time.
Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. There was a
Story time with Riccio.
gameplay demo that was showed a crazy Caribbean open world.
7 minutes long of craziness.
It looks like it's
No
on-
loading.
Yeah, it looks like it's on the Watch Dogs engine or whatever they're calling that.
I think they did this
probably
because they wanted to kind of make up for the demo getting kind of technically screwed back at E3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Well, I think they were probably going to release something like this eventually, anyways.
But it's really neat. They get on boats, they get off boats, they go on islands, they loot things, they get on boats, they fight on boats, they capture boats, they go on another boat, they kill the boats.
There's a lot of
They
boats.
they definitely fucked up a fort pretty good too, which was pretty cool. And what do you?
I don't know.
He's like tangled the cable around.
It's weird. I'm pulling on things. Okay. So Microsoft Points, if you're in the beta for the next whatchamacallit thing, the dashboard,
Yep.
you will have your Microsoft Points changed to actual currency, which was something that's going to change later this year anyways. People are realizing that in the UK, the prices that change away from Microsoft Points are actually more expensive than they were when they were Microsoft Points. So
Of course.
UK people are kind of getting gypped apparently, which kind of sucks.
Sounds like Microsoft.
Our
Microsoft
dollars,
is
our
full
Canadian
of a
dollar's
bunch of
been up
fucking
pretty
bullshit.
much on par with the American dollar for forever, but we've always had to pay the same amount of money for less Microsoft points.
Correct.
So us switching to dollars is actually beneficial.
Yeah.
Correct.
So in the UK, also with somebody who was saying on Reddit that they put $15 worth of points of like what should be $15, and when it got transferred like to real money, it's only $10 that they got. So they made a test with it to see what it would do, and they got fucked over by $5.
Wonderful.
Microsoft steals a third of your money. That's
Yeah,
Thanks, Microsoft.
that's how they're funding those servers.
Love you guys.
So Kingdom Hearts 3 director is going to want. He's like, man, I really wish I could use Star Wars characters in Kingdom Hearts 3, but Disney's like, nah. Apparently, that's the story. Also, I was having this talk with some people on Skype yesterday. What would it be like if Kingdom Hearts just randomly had like Spider-Man? Or
It'd
has
be
that
amazing,
happened?
is what it would be.
It'd be weird.
also probably would lose its charm.
Yeah.
Spider-Man takes off his hat. He's got like spiked hair. He's like, what's up?
He's really angsty. Oh wait.
Pulls out
Why,
Spider-Man.
why would he
Witcher,
take
he
off
just
his
says, "What's
mask? He needs to protect his secret identity.
Oh
You're an idiot.
wait. Are we talking about the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man? Because everybody knows.
You have
who
both of
Spider-Man
them. It
is.
just does both of them. I don't know what this is. Smashing their faces together. And then he pulls out like a sword of web and just like, it'll be crazy. Anyways, I think it would be
Yeah, I
kind of
just
cool.
pictured
if
this
it was-
really cool fighting
Wars.
sequence where he uses a sword, and yeah, I approve.
You got like, wow. Just instead of Mickey Mouse, it was that you got like McDonald and no, you got Mickey Mouse and then you just have like the
McDonald's?
dude from Star Wars who just blaster shoots him at a table.
Han Solo?
Yeah,
You're the worst. You are the worst.
blaster shoots Mickey Mouse in the face.
I had a feeling that wasn't
Han
going
shot
to go.
first.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. Anyways,
Uta Guta Solo.
sure. Yeah. Sure.
This is just
Where are you going solo is what that.
In other
this is
random,
getting real weird.
it's gonna get weirder. In other random news,
Butt putt?
not
What the fuck is
Putt-
this that you...
Putt Putt Golf
Yeah.
has filed a trademark infringement on Mojang for Minecraft because people have made a Minecraft mod that does Putt Putt Golf. So
Wow.
something that they don't even have control over, they're getting copyrighted.
I'm sure Notch just fucking put this out there.
He put this
too,
on
right?
Twitter.
Yeah.
He was just like, "This is funny." And so it's just kind of funny because there was like a cease and desist and telling him to stop, and he's like, "This is enough."
I didn't do it.
Like-
did he then proceed in his normal Notch fashion to challenge them to a game of Quake?
No, that'd be cool though. I don't think the Putt Putt people could do good though.
Did
Putt
you...
Putt people?
They're too busy blaming other people for shit that they're not responsible for.
Yeah. I thought it was really funny. I love reading Notch's tweets because he always has the most random ones. Like there was one where he was in a nightclub and he tweets a picture of him in the nightclub and he goes, "Why is it that I can only think of video games?" And there's like all these like beautiful women and stuff. And somebody tweeted back to him and was like, "I don't know. Why are you thinking about video games? They don't upset me." And he like tweets another picture of just his face and he's like, like, perfect.
For those of you toting an iDevice, Deus Ex: The Fall is now available. It's supposed to be available tomorrow when you're hearing this, but it was available today.
I bet Sompy's real excited for this one.
$7. Universal. Deus Ex.
I'm just gonna go shoot
The Fall.
that. I'll just load up that save and shoot that dude in the face.
Do that weird Vita Dev remote play thing and play it off your PC.
Yeah, that is real true.
I have that kind of broken working. I haven't fine-tuned
Really?
it yet. Yeah.
You link me how to do that. I'll do it.
I have the posts saved on Reddit. Just go look at the top posts on our Vita.
Okay.
It's there.
All right.
So something I know Kumar's excited about. Plants vs. Zombies 2 is out, but we already talked about this because it already came out only in Australia.
Fantastic.
I sent you an article about how to download that shit.
Oh, I know.
Mashing to mastery.
Oh, no, that's
is
something I was
worth
supposed to read, but I didn't get to read.
participating in Xbox One. Spelunky is coming out August 8th.
For Steam and good old
Could you have
games.
been more
so
robotic with
PC. Spelunky, the amazing Xbox Live Arcade game, is coming out to a PC near
Spelunky.
you, August 8th,
And Steam and good old
2013.
games.
Right? They didn't put a year. They just said August 8th.
That's because it's 8/8.
Thank
Didn't want
God.
to ruin that shit.
Spelunky.
I believe they said they were aiming for this year
Okay.
or like a couple months later for the Vita version. So
Follow on Tumblr. Join Tumblr.
Isn't the Vita version coming out this month, like the end of this month?
No,
it got
August.
it's
Ish.
pushed.
Yeah.
The thing that's coming
Wait,
out,
we're still talking about Spelunky, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait,
the
you're
Vita
telling me that-
version was incorrectly dated in that ad thing that got leaked.
Oh my God! Hold on a second here. This is actually news to me. Okay, so the excitement that I had was falsely placed with regards to Spelunky being released the end of this month, July of 2013.
That is
Yes.
correct.
Yeah.
We are instead but the one that is correct is Stealth Inc.,
Yeah.
formerly Stealth Bastard Deluxe.
So instead, you're going to have to wait till next year, Kumar, for Spelunky.
No, it's just
I was trying to see if he was paying attention.
Give your Saints Row.
Is he
4
killing people? He's just gone. He's like, I'm on a rampage.
Give your Saints Row 4 character
he
the
is
voice
he
of
is
Nolan.
constructing Molotovs right now is what he's
Yeah.
doing.
So as Devin so nicely read there, Saints Row 4, the extra voice that's going to be available in the game. So you have 3 male, 3 female, and there's always a special one. At least in the third one. The third one you can play a zombie. In the fourth one,
Devin, have you heard this news?
in the fourth
Yeah,
one, you can
okay.
choose your voice as Nolan North.
Yep.
Ben freaking tastic.
I still need to track down the special edition of that. I haven't been able to find anything. So if someone out there wants to help me find the dubstep gun, we can make an arrangement. We can make this work.
Devin will pay upwards of $100,000 for it. No, that's a
Fuck
lie.
that. I'll
That's
just
a
go to
lie.
the company at that point.
And buy the company for upwards of $100 million. No, okay. Anyway, I'm
Could
excited
have
for
got
this.
Volition on the cheap earlier.
Yeah, I could have gotten it on the cheap.
So Saints Row 4 reminds me Nolan North, which reminds me, Dan, did you finish Deadpool?
Yes, actually.
How was that?
It made me want to go read Deadpool comics.
Good.
Cool.
So me and Liz will be starting a subscription to Marvel Unlimited shortly.
Oh, no, wonderful.
Very nice. Wanted to bring that
Good job, Deadpool game.
Borderlands 2, Tiny
Thank you,
Tina
MC.
isn't a game.
up. Devin, stop. Borderlands 2's Tiny Tina is not the last DLC. There are more to come. However, it will not be part of a season pass. Enjoy buying them separately.
It looks like that's strapped to a beer bottle on top of that gun.
That is, it's a ketchup bottle actually. A ketchup sniper scope. Snipers ketchup. Scope.
Borderlands 2.
Does anyone else notice that Kumar's just gone?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just gone. It didn't even bloop bloop. Did we do bloop bloop? Or
No,
we
no,
did-
it just like...
Do you want to mute the bloop bloop and I bloop bloop Kumar back? There we go. So yeah, there's that. Xbox Live's Mitch Nelson said, "Hey, how about that arcade sale that happens during the summer? How about we tell you the games?" And the games are Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, which
Also coming to Vita.
which is going to be out August 7th for $15 or 1,200 Microsoft points. We have Charlie Murder, which launches August 14th for 800 points or $10. Flashback, which launches August 21st for 800 points, $10, which I'm actually excited for. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows launches August 28th for 1,200 Microsoft points or $15.
Check if Kumar picked up, you monster.
I'm a monster. No.
No.
Kumar is dead.
Told you we'd lose him by the end.
Yeah, well, we
All right, what do we got
we
next?
prepare for that. Aliens Colonial Marines is getting its first batch of DLC called Stasis Interrupted. Will feature DLC trophies. And Kumar's back. Kumar, you back?
Hi guys.
Hey,
Okay.
back. Hey, back. Hey, back.
Hey, Pep.
But yeah. Are any of you guys going to consider picking up Aliens Colonial Marines to try this new DLC?
No.
No, because Spelunky isn't being released on time.
Okay, I'm sorry, Kumar.
He's going to be
Garbage.
in jail for burning the Spelunky studio to the ground.
Mind you, it is
won't
coming
have
out on
time to play.
PC on the 8th, you guys said?
Yeah. So you get to buy the PC version and the Vita version. Smart.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
Bastards.
That's double the money. Just wait for the Vita.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
In other huge news, Dota got a friggin' crazy thing where the game came out. Why doesn't Team Fortress 2 get a massive patch? Well, why don't they do that? They did do that. I don't know what that sentence
Team
was.
gets
Fucking
patches
was.
all the time. Why are we reading?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
This is a message one. Message. It's
Why
like a
did you open
sausage, but
this?
it's massive. They added 60 new items, and they added stuff for the summer stuff, which they added.
They always.
They
Yeah,
always
but
do.
they
Like,
added-
why is
why
this
is this
news?
They added cooler keys. Somebody in the chat asked, I want to be a nice person and be cool to community people. So anyway, it's getting HUD updates. Man vs.
who did
Machine
this?
is getting some crazy thing. I think it was somebody who I will not say.
I feel like Dan. You shouldn't tell Dan because Dan just might do something.
Run while you still can. Run while you still can. No, they fixed OP items apparently, and they added some items according to him. And
Do you play TF2?
Actually, I'm about to because of cards. Okay, I gotta get those cards, Devin.
All right.
That's all it took.
Shut the fuck cards. Give me the. Don't speak words. Just give me cards.
Okay, next news piece.
There's no new news.
Donkey Kong.
That's a lie. There's one more piece.
There's
of
one
news.
more piece of
Yeah,
news.
it's a sad piece of news.
It's a sad piece of news. Everybody.
Brian, we have kind of we are inspired to do this podcast by a group called Giant Bomb.
A lot of our content.
A lot of our content
It stems from watching them.
stems
do some
stems
crazy
from
shit.
watching them. And recently they have lost one of their founding members, Ryan Davis, passed away on July 3rd.
Yep.
It's pretty emotional for us because, at least for me, I feel he is a big inspiration as to why we keep doing the site, why we keep producing content, and trying to achieve something similar to what they have. And they always seem to be, out of all of the gaming websites I've been to and everything, to be more community orientated and really
A lot more personal.
more personal and more inviting.
Well, they built a site based on knowing the reviewer and
Yeah.
and
whether you agree with them or not on yeah.
So I have listened to him for about, I don't know, just shy of 2 years now. And it's weird not hearing his voice on opening the podcast and hearing his "It's Tuesday."
Yeah.
And
He's also he was a GameSpot alum too.
yep.
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know. I just wanted to say, I guess my thoughts are with his family. He was recently married
For 5 days.
for 5 days.
Man, the guy was 34 too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was young, man.
It's kind of hit all of us pretty hard. We weren't personal friends with him, but it doesn't matter. It still is an emotional thing for us. So I just guess I kind of want to use
This is
this.
why we're talking about it last.
Yeah. Kind of want to use this to say, like, I don't know, if any of the giant people ever listen to this, that I guess our thoughts are with you, and it's a sad thing.
Yeah.
So
Thanks,
some of the
Ryan.
Cool, yeah, thanks,
yeah,
Ryan.
thank you, Ryan.
A lot of the cool things that came out of this were that Harmonix managed to do a stream that showed a lot of good pictures and moments, and they managed to share a lot of stories. This week's Bombcast, where everybody kind of got together to say a lot of stories about Ryan and a lot of things he did. And there's been countless blogs where people have kind of also talked about their stories, and just it's kind of crazy to hear how many people he's reached to, or like even
He's impacted.
yeah, impacted
He
without
is-
even knowing them personally. It's kind of crazy.
He
But-
is very. He was very influential in the gaming community, both on the reporting side of things and just generally as a person. So
Yeah.
he'll definitely be missed.
Yeah. So we're going to move on to another crazy thing
Okay.
of new releases. I don't want to hang too much on that, but it's sad.
Because it is sad.
Oh wait, no, there was another piece of news that is now going to be
You
pooped on.
fucked up.
It was also.
We just
It's actually. It's kind of. It's not really important. If you guys have.
You
three-
human piece of garbage.
I know.
yeah.
If-
Oh my
if- no,
god.
that's from the Giant Ball thing. Actually.
Jesus Christ.
No. If
My
you
reviewer's
guys.
card.
If you guys. Thanks to one of the people in the community to show us this news thing that is actually really cool. I'm gonna hire up my voice to something a little bit more exciting here. If you guys own Fire Emblem on the 3DS and you're thinking of buying Shin Megami Tensei on the 3DS, Tensei 4, sorry, on the 3DS, and you buy them before August 31st, I believe, you get $30 free to spend on the Nintendo 3DS eShop or the Wii U eShop, actually. They said you can use that $30 in either one, but it goes like all 30 towards one or all 30 towards the other. So for those of you who are considering buying that and you have both, if you have already Fire Emblem or you're thinking of getting Fire Emblem, get both of them. By the end, you get $30. It's kind of crazy. That's a bit of a happier note, I guess. Get some free money. $1.
Let's roll some.
$1 bills, yo.
Let's roll some comments.
Comments or releases? Releases?
Releases.
Releases.
nothing.
Next week we've got Donkey Kong available on the Wii U, the original thing. Enjoy it on the screen, on stuff.
Why do you read all the minor stuff on
Yeah, I
Because
don't
we-
understand.
Shin Megami Tensei 4 is coming out on the 3DS and the 3DS XL. Why the fuck are those two different? Anyway, whatever. Woo!
I think that's 3DS eShop.
Oh, that's
you
eShop.
crazy
That's an
person.
eShop. I thought that was an X with the lines. And Dynasty Warriors 8 is also coming out for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. And some other weird crap like Morricone Curse. I'm gonna not read the rest because those are weird things.
Give us a preview of the next week. Oh, you closed it.
All right, we'll go back. For anybody in the live chat, let your comments be known. We will be reading them right after we check out the comments on the podcast from last week. Teasing what's out the week after, we've got also pretty much nothing. We've got Rugby Challenge 2. for the
Really?
PC.
Shadowrun Return.
That's nothing.
Rugby Challenge 2, Dan. There's most stuff. We're not going to see this next week. All right, on the comments on the YouTube channel, we've got Stephen Jones 95S saying you guys should play FTL Infinite Space Mod. Tongue face.
I was actually
I'm
playing
assuming
that,
that means
this
that-
past week.
You just go forever
Yeah,
until you die.
I don't think there's a final boss, so just keep going.
Well, we
Going.
rarely get to the final boss.
Yeah.
So
One day, we will return to FTL at some point. One day.
we don't want to release bad episodes. We've talked about this.
Yeah. And when it's not going to be like melty in my house trying to record these.
Melty.
It's melty. It's
You're
melty.
not here right now, Kumar. You
Yeah.
don't understand.
It's deadly.
I can imagine because
Yeah.
the humidity outside is seeping through my walls.
You guys see me wipe myself during this entire thing. Just go back through the video. Just anyway. Oliver Silver says, for all the viewers and fans, the first moment of this podcast is about how people smile. Have fun.
That's right.
I enjoyed that. Akumaru Kicks Ace says, for my superpower, because we asked the question of what you would like for a superpower. All that
We
stuff.
all would like.
Yeah,
this
what we all
superpower.
would like. So Akumaru Kicks Ace says, for my superpower, I'd like freeze. I like to freeze time. Then I'd have no need for monies. Take that, Dan. And before you say, oh, I could just build a machine that can do it. No, just stop right there. I'm 99% sure that freezing time would require some magical bullshit or something. Dan, do you want to read your reply to this? Or do you
No,
want to
you can just you go for it.
All right, Dan replied to him, all mean. He's like, I could, not kidding. He says, I could pour money into researching this magical bullshit you say I need. And
When Dan calls something bullshit, you know he means business.
Yeah.
yeah. Then Akamaru Kicks Ace replies, Dan, your supply of money would eventually shatter the economy of the world, and that would make your money worthless.
That it would.
Dan then re-replied to this man and said, there will always need to be a form of currency, like bottle caps in the Fallout universe. Whatever is accepted as money, I will have unlimited of. Of course, if the world devolves far enough to use the barter system, my plans will be dead in the 13 billion water.
$13 billion water.
Oh, $13 billion water I bought before the apocalypse.
Like dead in the water, but I paid a lot of money for that
So
water.
I want to, like, what would make this water like $13 billion? Is it like, did you
I just like standard price of water, but I bought $13 billion worth.
Okay, so you bought
A lot of water.
like water. I thought it would have been like
I might have caused the apocalypse.
You might have.
I'm not ruling that out.
Okay, I thought it would have been like you would have had a spaceship that you designed and built that was all automated that like you launched into space and it collected like ice asteroids and brought them back, so it's space water.
Ice
Maybe I could do
asteroids.
that.
Okay.
Maybe I'm saving the world from this apocalypse.
What if you have so much money that you just have it all? And say it's like cash bills. I want to say it that way. Okay. And now say someone lights one up, but there's so much fucking money that the whole world catches on fire and you are the apocalypse.
Dan,
But it's like
Then
it's
that
like
happened.
it's like burning and generating. You're like, no, it has to stop. And no, it has to stop. But no, you're just killing.
But
Dan-
I've researched this freeze time magic thing, so
So everybody's just stuck in time, frozen, and you're just watching this like,
no, but
I got
I
everything.
can stop it. I can
See,
still move in the frozen
Dan
time,
is the
obviously.
fifth
Okay.
horseman called money.
he's got a head, he's holding a bag and a sword, just a bag of money that just kind of like just drops money. And when people try and grab it, they get tasered, they die. Anyway,
I didn't
moving on.
realize the four horsemen had tasers.
Dude, man, it's
I guess
future-
Dan's
Filled
future
it with
taser.
money.
Yeah.
It's a world taser.
Anyway, bam. Moving on to comments, we have Douglas M says, "Am I a second tier friend?" Written on a Wii U gamepad. We will always be brothers. I have my Wii U gamepad right here. All right,
What's a Wii U?
Why do you keep licking it? Every time you pull it on screen, you lick it.
I literally cannot put it back in its fucking tray. Anyways, always. No, not always. You second tier. I don't know if I just installed that. We brothers. What is that? Moving on to the next one.
Second tier. Remember we were talking about
This has been-
Microsoft second tier countries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This has been flagged as spam.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I said. I know. I said not spam. I've been clicking that for days. It's not spam. Jazzmaster909 says, "Will you be playing through the DLC missions in Valkyria Chronicles?"
There are DLC missions in Valkyria
There
Chronicles.
are many. Anyway, he says Salvaria's mission behind her blue flame lets you play as the Imperials with Salvaria as a playable unit.
This
I
unit,
want to play as the Imperials. They're dicks.
this unit has been flagged as spam.
No.
It's like playing a World War II game as the Nazis. You don't want to do that.
We'll see
it-
how we feel once we get to the end, I guess. But so far, I think we're gonna want to not that we're hating the game, but we'll probably want to switch it up. But if it's
We might have new content rollout plans in the future.
But here's my question to you, Jazzmaster: how long does that DLC take? Because if it's just like an hour, then we can totally like crank that out. Like if it's just like one like
That's like
chapter
a
worth,
one big bonus part or something.
yeah, then we can do that. Yeah. But if it's like, how about some like hours worth of maybe we'll see.
18 skirmish missions. Not.
Oh my
probably not
Jesus.
happening.
But anyways, so Ransom Purvis comments, "What are your desert island games?" And then he corrects himself at desert. Sorry, desert.
Not dessert.
Man, I would. Sorry, brain. I'm guessing if you were on a deserted island, what games would you like? He says games, so let's say 3. You have no power though, but what games would you keep with you?
Just to look at.
Just
Yeah.
to look at and imagine.
You'd want to pick
Well, then
games.
I'd bring my favorite 3.
Okay.
Uncharted 2, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, and a third that I haven't decided yet.
I'm gonna choose 3 that have massive manuals, just unbelievably large manuals. So I'd have.
Kune.
Yeah, sure. That would yes.
I was
3
gonna
copies
reach over
of that.
here to look
No,
at
you
it,
can't.
but you
They're gone.
moved it.
3 copies of Ni no Kuni, just because the manual will be so huge that if I need like things to light on fire to cause me to survive longer, perfect.
Or you could just roll
Wait,
it up
I know
and
what my
turn it
third
into a
best game
shiv.
of all time is.
What is it?
Persona 4. Golden.
But you don't need that. Doesn't even come.
I bring a
with the
sat
box.
phone.
It's just
That's
a
the
download.
best game of all.
You can get a box. They sold it retail.
But
Are
I mean,
you insane?
your copy though. You just have like a digital thing.
They didn't
There's
have
nothing
to
to light on fire, Dan. You gotta light things on fire.
I would bring a sat Nokia phone for playing that Snake game.
just because the battery life would be crazy.
And it's a satellite phone. You just said.
Oh,
But that
cheated.
I didn't cheat. I found a workaround. God damn it.
Well, Dan with his
True
unlimited
IT.
money.
This shit's broken.
Anyway.
But here's how you can do it in a more difficult manner.
So what would you choose, Kumar?
I'll fix it never.
I'd probably. Well, I'm guessing this question didn't really take into account the whole not being without power kind of thing.
No,
so
it's just.
I'm sure he means you'll have power.
I'm
You
sure-
goddamn
Yeah.
dummies.
I'm sure you could choose tag. Like that is also.
I would take. I'm sure I would take a roguelike.
Yeah,
I don't know whether that would be FTL or Binding of Isaac.
It'd be
And then I
Binding
would
of Isaac.
absolutely take some crazy RPG game. So the likes of Skyrim or Mass Effect or one of those.
Okay.
And then third, I think I would take something a little bit more mindless. Not necessarily as mindless as God Mode, but
Oh come on.
something
Rogue.
that would,
Why do you guys hate that game, you guys?
I want to say like a
Alpha
shooter
Protocol.
that has like some sort of options for bots and something or another.
Area
Unreal
51
Tournament
Black Site.
1999.
Just because then you can, I mean, the variables are endless, right? You can play a game like if you only want to play with, like, take Call of Duty for example.
Counter-Strike 1.0.
If you only want to play with knives kind of thing, or if you only want to play with assault rifles, or et cetera, et cetera.
the
Instagib
Black
Quake
Ops
3.
games have bots, don't they?
Yes.
Yes, they do actually. But they're
Or
idiots
was it
because you still have to be
Modern Warfare
online
3
to
and
play with
Black
them.
Ops 2 and Black Ops 1? Is it those three that had it? Did Modern
Black
Warfare
Ops
3
1
have
had it. Black Ops 1 had it.
Did Modern Warfare 3 have it?
No.
No.
No, you're right. Because they didn't.
I really
have
don't
the
know why
separate-
they don't do that,
No.
though, because you'd think that it would just make sense to, but
Yeah.
Maybe
guess-
Ghosts will have it. Who knows?
I really hope it does, to be honest with you.
Anywho, Ransom Purvis then asks, Dan, have you ever considered being an escort?
No.
There you have it.
If you did,
Easy
what
as
would
that.
be your bottom bid?
Oh.
No.
Would it be like 10 grand?
You could get him for the
For a
low,
night
low
of
price
passion.
of no.
Dan, no. You want to take this party back to my place?
He just
No-
like
no means no.
He just leans into your ear. And he's like, no. And you're like, oh fuck, that's my price. Anyway, moving on to something that's not completely disgusting to think about in my brain. Silverdome Production says, it's been a while since I've posted a comment here, but I've been very busy editing my best friend's wedding
Mazel tov.
video.
Congratulations.
That's not anyway. I was shocked.
Now you're a man.
I was shocked to hear, though, at the beginning of this week, to hear about the passing of Ryan Davis. He was definitely an inspiration for me and a huge loss for video game journalism. What do you guys think about this tragic loss for the industry? We already talked about it earlier. We're not getting into it. It's kind of a sad thing, but yeah.
It didn't really hit me till today. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, listening to that Giant Bombcast.
Yeah, that giant bomb. I got into my car and turned it on and went,
That's probably the moment
can't.
where you go like, "This isn't some sort of organized internet joke."
No, I know.
This
It's just
is-
like I turned it on
happened.
and he didn't intro and I went, oh fuck.
There wasn't even any music.
No,
Yeah.
no music,
It was
no
like this
nothing.
weird kind of like, ooh, like this weird windy sound. It was weird. But not really spoilers, but for anybody who is a fan of Giant Bomb as well and you need to listen to their podcast, if you're trying to tank that newest one, make sure when you get to like the last 5-10 minutes that you're not in like a sort of place where you might begin to cry and you don't want to be in public possibly. So just throwing that out there.
Did you
Silverdome.
finish it, Devin?
No, I'm like 40 minutes through it.
Okay, yeah, you have. It's a happy thing, but anyway, it's kind of also down moments in that podcast. But anyways, moving on to the next comment, we have Silverdome Production also asking, I've been playing The Last of Us lately, and that game is a perfect swan song for the PS3. It reminds me a lot of Cormac McCarthy's The Road.
Oh,
the
yeah.
movie. Yes,
The book,
I guess.
isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
a book,
Yeah.
Riccio.
A
Not
book?
everything's
Well,
a movie
Yeah, I know.
first.
I've seen the movie. Whatever. I have the Blu-ray. What's up?
It definitely is a great
I
swan
have
song.
the Blu-ray. What's
It
up?
reminded me of Children of Men.
Yes,
I still haven't seen that. I know you were telling me
have to
about
watch
that.
that. That is actually really good.
Yeah.
Clive Owen is good in that.
I just want to
That-
sort of.
That movie it almost may as well have been the Last of Us movie.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The plot is so close and like it's really weird. It's
Okay.
They have the car.
you should watch it
thing.
though.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
Just to kind of also mention, he says The Last of Us is the perfect swan song for the end of the PS3 sort of era-ish. We still have Beyond Two Souls to see, and,
And GTA 5,
and
Gran Turismo 6.
Well, I meant like as exclusives. Yes. Okay then, though. Yes, Gran Turismo 6 maybe could be the blockbuster storyline of the year.
I just pictured a car leaning around a corner, being like, "They've seen us."
It's just like a car. No, it's a car doing the
Now
track.
drive.
No, wait. So scene. You're like there's
Some awesome sound effects.
no, it's a head-on-head race. Okay, now this game plays out where you're racing, and you get to the end of the finish line, and you win. You're in first place, and you turn around, and the other car is just not there. It's never coming, and then you look at the exhaust pipe, and you kind of look at just like the car just starts leaking water, just crying, and then Peter Molyneux goes, "Goddess."
I
don't know why
You're
the
gonna keep fucking tying that in. That's
No.
like the third
I
time
have
you
no
made
idea.
that joke.
But no, I want to have a sad racing story.
Refresh the page.
Let's refresh the page. Oh, Jesus.
I told you.
We have more questions. MCP95 says, what is the worst console of this year, 2013?
Riccio.
Yep, that's it. That's the answer.
Oh,
He's-
I was
he's
on
a
the
terrible
console?
video game console.
Actually, Baldur's Gate 2 is the worst racing game ever.
I would say my watch. I can't get Eve to run on it. It's garbage. No, honestly.
Have you seen that picture of the guy who is using a Microsoft Surface tablet to play Eve? And he has
No.
it hooked up with like Wi-Fi Max, so wherever he goes,
Sounds like
he
it would
can,
be terrible.
he can. Oh, no, it is really good.
Have you used
Oh.
a Surface tablet ever, Kumar?
I have, yeah.
They're great.
The kids
Yeah,
has a
they're
point.
they're well built, but I just don't. Again, like I guess I'm incredibly biased with touch screen gaming now.
Well, you can plug an Xbox controller into it.
Oh, right, that's true. Is that what he does, or?
No,
We don't fucking know. Just that's not what this question is.
Anyways,
What's
yeah,
this
that's
question?
true. I'm sorry.
So,
Kumar 2013.
The kids says that Ouya is a very good contender for possible worst. Possible.
I agree.
But if we're talking about, like...
That's not what Devin wanted it for.
Can
So
I
it's not-
can I give my answer to this one?
No.
The
Why
Wii
would-
U,
Really?
worst console of 2013.
Honestly, I would reply to that with maybe the Xbox 360.
Oh, just because of like the lack of exclusives and shit.
Lack of exclusives
And lack of games,
and what
period.
is really
lack.
the whole lack of
It
like,
has had incredible exclusives that have actually brought us back to the 360
this year though. Like when I think
Yeah,
of kids,
this year, Battle Block Theater, we went back to the Xbox for that. State of Decay, we went back to the Xbox for that.
Now here's what I'm gonna say though is that neither of those games I've put more than like a few hours into.
Maybe that's your own problem.
Well, that's what I'm saying for me though. For me, that's what I'm saying because if you think of like actual releases, was it Halo?
He
4?
didn't ask
Was
what's
Halo-
your worst console this year. He asked what's the.
Yeah, well,
The
the
Ouya.
the for yeah. But no,
I want
no.
to
Was
answer
it?
backing to both of those. The worst for me and the worst in my opinion for the year is the Wii U.
Yeah, but I don't know. The Wii U's got.
I'm hoping
It-
it'll
it-
become a good console.
Well,
I really
I'm
am, but
still
right
gonna
now it's just it's by far the worst console.
You know what?
This year.
I'm gonna actually have to agree with Kumar because my Ouya can at least stream Netflix,
So
Stream
can the-
Netflix on the Wii U.
but it didn't cost me 100 or 200 and some. Well, how much was it? $299.
Yeah, but that's the same thing as like the Xbox and stuff, I guess.
But
like,
I-
Thing
the
is,
price.
as a gaming console, the Ouya is total shit.
Yeah, that
The Ouya is
controller.
a fantastic media box and a great Android little thing to mess around with, but it is not. The Wii U is a better gaming console than the Ouya.
Yeah. To kind of comment on someone saying that I don't finish my games immediately, actually this year I've been doing pretty good, other than like Gears of War Judgment and like some really other shit things.
God of War Ascension.
God of War Ascension. Those like two kind of like what the fuck are these weird
Ni no Kuni.
prequels? Ni no Kuni is a
Persona
tough one.
4 that I gave you?
Yeah, but that's not like this year release though.
Yeah, but I gave it to you to play.
I
this
did
year.
buy 3 also in that.
All
No,
right.
that was last year I guess.
All right,
But anyway,
It was a Christmas present.
yeah.
I didn't
Sorry.
expect
I'm
you
so
to-
sorry.
Have
MCP also has another comment. Have Riccio ever try Final Fantasy VII before? If not, why not buy it on Steam? I've never played Final Fantasy VII before to completion. I've played about 2 hours of it way back when it was like originally released on the PC, and I couldn't. No, I think I tried to get into it. I don't know why I didn't. I think I just couldn't. It didn't. I don't know. I ended up playing a lot of Final Fantasy VIII. Didn't finish that one either. But I don't know. I couldn't go back to 7 for some reason.
Is it just a lack of time or interest, or what was it?
I think it's a lack of interest. I know there's been so much crazy stuff that's been discussed about it and all that jazz, but I don't know. I know it's really cool. I know I should play it, just like I should play 9. So I heard 9 is also very good, but I just can't. I don't know. I don't have the motivation to.
10 and 10.2 are coming to Vita HD re-release.
Still probably won't. I don't know.
I did not know that until this very moment.
Really?
Boom. But MCP also asks, will there ever be a Dragonborn Kumar video?
I think we just talked about him
Yeah,
streaming Skyrim.
he actually mentioned it that it'd be great if I could cast it kind of thing. So I know I've been kind of telling you that I'd love to kind of set up my PC for it. So let me know whenever you've got some time, and I'll go through the motions of making sure that my PC is.
Are you sitting at your PC
ready.
right now?
No, I'm not.
Because it.
Come to think of it, I
Riccio,
just
you
realized
probably
that
could have
I
given a
probably left
tutorial
all
to
my shit
Kumar.
on my computer too.
Give a tutorial to everyone on how to stream properly on
Yeah,
OBS.
exactly. While giving it to Kumar. Been perfect podcast thing.
That's true, actually, because then whatever questions I have, I'm sure people can probably comment on them or add to them if they have to. And this is a great idea, Dan.
Possibly.
Maybe Riccio helps you learn how to stream on stream.
Oh god, we have another question. When will Riccio play more scary games? I tried to play some actually. I forgot to mention that I played some weird game called Survivors. It's a 4-player sort of Slenderman-ish kind of like run through a forest.
You did mention Cry of Fear. So.
I did mention Cry of Fear, but the thing is with this game is that when I played it was 4 players. We had 3 people download the game properly. One dude did not download it properly, did not realize it. He still managed to join us using another fucking client that. I don't know how the hell he joined the game, but we were all looking for him in the game because we thought it was some sort of special thing. We had to find the 4th dude. He was playing an entirely different game in our server. I don't know how that happened.
You didn't mention Subrosa.
Subrosa was pretty cool as well. I would like to do a video with you guys of that.
Okay.
But the thing is that we would need like a server filled with people. And locally hosting that is not a good idea because for some reason it just like blows up your computer and I'm not sure why. But yeah. Anywho, that's it for questions on the YouTube thing. Comments. Anybody in the channel have any random questions while we wrap up? Let them be written now, and we will check them out. That being said, if you guys are listening to us on the audio version, feel free to check out the YouTube channel because we have videos of a lot of other stuff. This week we skimped on a few of them because we just weren't really feeling up to it because of certain events. But if you guys are watching the video version and you'd like to take this podcast on the go, check out on iTunes for Unity Gaming, and we will be there for you.
For all of you.
Be there for you. Anyway,
I think other than watching the live version, that's the quickest way to see the podcast. Or
Correct.
listen to the podcast, is it
Yeah.
not?
Correct.
yeah. Other than that, I don't know why we've never said this, but if you're looking for more of this podcast, we have new episodes every Thursday. Is when they go up, the recorded versions. Live on Wednesdays at like 7 p.m. on www.twitch.tv/Riccio.
/new.
It's probably not the best part to
No
whisper.
slash me anymore.
Oh.
But yeah, so check that out.
And for more random, if you want to keep up with news, follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, because we'll try and
That's what we're trying. We're going to try and use that instead of doing weekly update videos.
Oh, we have a new initiative?
possibly. I don't,
Nobody tells me
we don't
fucking
even
He
nothing.
he tweeted just a little like, "Hey, this is why we didn't put out new videos today,
Yeah.
like yesterday or something." I was
Yeah.
like, "We should really just use it for this."
Shooting over to the chat, the live chat, we said, Are you ready for Metal Gear Solid 5 and Halo 5? Metal Gear Solid 5 looks like absolutely batshit insane. Cannot wait.
stealth.
What?
Horse stealth.
Oh, I said horse stump. I'm like, what? Yeah, 5.
Listen better, Riccio. Come on.
Yeah, no, I do that.
Yeah, come on.
I need to.
What's up with that?
Metal Gear Solid 5 looks fantastic. I'm super psyched for it. I think I'm going to be getting it for the PS4, though. Halo 5, though? Like, what do you guys think of that? I don't know. Reclaimer trilogy, which is not really a trilogy anymore. It's just
The Reclaimer things.
thing. I don't know. I didn't like the way the story went. So,
I think I'll probably be more interested once they've actually
shown.
released stuff and
Yeah.
maybe talked about it a little bit.
Did you play the
For now,
Halo
I'm
4
kind of just
story?
burnt out on
Kumar?
Halo.
The what?
Sorry?
Did you play the Halo 4 story, Kumar?
Yep.
Okay.
Remember, I pretty much sped through that shit on Legendary within the first week and a half or so, I think, of it being released.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was insane.
I remember
saying
you
that.
doing that with Reach. Dustin
Yeah, I
hates
did
you
that
for
shit
it.
with Reach too. I think that it's funny. The one that took me the longest was the Halo Anniversary.
Yeah.
man.
I
I
remember
saw him
that took
play
you a
that.
couple of weeks.
Another question we have: PS4 or Xbox One?
PS4.
PS4. However, we'll be getting both to bring you guys some awesome content.
Riccio would be getting both.
Well, that's us. That's we.
Yeah. We are one.
Yeah, we are all one. So we will be doing that. Hi Dan, have you ever heard of a game called Eye of Judgment? What do you think about that old card game? PS3.
I could have bought that for $1 on clearance when I worked at Future Shop. and didn't.
So here's my story about that game. Is a buddy brought that over. He was like, "Hey, let's play that." We put it in. It downloaded like a fucking like 10 gig patch. Took like
Canceled it.
3 or 4 hours because you can't cancel out of that shit whenever it's going. It was either turn off your PS3 and we're like, we're not doing that. Ruined that entire night, and that game wasn't even that great.
It's on PSP.
Is it? I will be
Playable
picking
on
that. Damn it.
Oh, a bunch of. I know I texted Riccio about this, but a bunch of random, like, I think they're Atlas RPGs are on sale for PSP right now for like $2 to $3.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nothing.
They're all playable on Vita.
Yeah, nothing too
Interesting.
crazy from what I saw.
The ones I picked up are Riviera, The Promised Land. I don't know. I don't remember what the first
Okay.
name of that is.
What is that?
And
Is that a?
It's. I just looked up based on review scores.
Oh, okay.
Of these which to get.
Cool.
So I got that one, and I got Draga Union.
Oh, Yig or whatever thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That. They were $250 each.
Not bad.
So
Not too bad at all. Not bad. Did good.
I'm-
Let me know how they
I
are.
haven't
I
even-
guess.
I just that's for future whenever I want to
Yeah.
play.
Okay. Let me know how those are. Or let us all know. Other than that, I think that's it for questions. So thanks for listening and or watching, everybody.
Follow us on Twitter,
Awesome, yeah.
Facebook, YouTube, iTunes,
And I sincerely hope
Twitch.
that the rest of this week until the next
Steam.
podcast has much cooler weather for y'all. All of you.
I'd like cooler weather here. I really would.
Yeah.
Yeah, so would I.
So take care, everyone. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I've been Riccio.
I'm Dan.
I'm Sompy.
I'm Kumar.
See you on the next one.
Take care, everybody. Cheers.
Bye.